Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the first ever episode 70 of Expansion Drive Podcast, your weekly source for all things nerdy, theme parks, movies, video games, TV, music, and sometimes a little wrestling. As always, I'm your host, Mike Harrigan, with my friend to the left, at Black Thumb by myself, America's favorite worst producer ever, Didi.
I am super duper hype for the greatest season of all time.
Are we talking about that spoopy season?
It's that spoopy season time officially. I think it's officially the spoopy season.
I think it is because there's actually Spirit of Halloween opening up. You can
Dude, have you guys gone to the store?
We'll get there. Hold on. And to my right, we're going old school. It's just the three of us this week. Miss Gory Tori herself.
Just like old time.
Tori Fett.
Hello, yes, lovely to be here. I love Spider-Man. That is all.
Why does it remind me of that meme of the kid? Like, he's just dressed up as a zombie. Doesn't he just say something like, I like dogs?
I like turtles.
I like turtles, that's
Yeah.
right. I just
Just
imagine
like,
Tori just,
I like
I
Spider-Man.
like Spider-Man.
I like Spider-Man. He's so neat.
As always, we are brought to you by each and every week, MEI Travel, Milestone Travel, Universal Fan Travel. They're your go-to source for all things Disney,
Yes.
Universal,
Uh-huh.
and cruises.
Get hype.
Woo!
Let's go!
And of course, if you want to go out to Universal, go over to California, you want to do some Hollywood, because not only do we have Horror Nights, they have Horror Nights as well.
Mm-hmm.
No alcohol over there, though.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Well,
didn't know
I hear
that.
interesting things. Like some people actually like it more because there's no alcohol.
Well,
That people are more behaved.
I feel like, it's nice to have a drink, but some people take it too far.
Yeah.
And
Just a
then
little
get
too
a
far.
little, sick, and then close the house. And
Yeah.
that's not great
Yeah.
when it's already a 3-hour wait. So, hey.
Well, unless you're a scare actor, then you're like, whew, thank God.
Get an extra break.
Extra
So-
45-minute break.
So if you want to go over to Halloween Horror Nights, over there in Hollywood, go check out MEI Travel, Milestone Travel, Universal Fan Travel. They're going to be able to help you out. And of course, thank you to Give Kids World Village for allowing us to record the show here each and every week.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
You can check out gktw.org. Check out those behind the themes tours that they have coming up. I know they were still talking about doing that. What's the one that we were talking about earlier? The upside down building.
Wonderworks?
Wonderworks.
Whatever.
Wow,
So
really?
we got to talk to
That's
Steven,
the
see if that's
Wonderworks.
going to work out or not, because that'd be a lot of
If
fun.
that's going to work out or not.
Oh.
Wow, I just got that.
I'll see myself out.
So, Didi, you were talking about Spirit of Halloween. It's the Halloween season.
Halloween.
I actually took the kids the other day to Spirit of Halloween. We were talking about it the other day, actually.
Yeah.
They had some cool stuff over there.
dope costumes
They had some
as
really
well.
cool stuff. Like I remember how crappy some of those costumes used to be. Like it's just remember when we were kids,
Yeah.
Didi, it was like the super plasticky, here's Optimus Prime. Well, not even just
Not
the
even Optimus
mask,
Prime.
but like the actual costume.
yeah.
It was basically a trash bag.
Yeah, it was like a trash bag. It was like an apron. You just
Just
literally
put-
tied
yeah.
3 ties.
Yeah.
No, literally, it was 3 ties.
It was so bad. But the costumes now, I was up there.
Overwatch one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they had
Well, I haven't
Soldier
been yet,
76
but oh my
actual
God.
jacket. The
Yeah.
only one I didn't see was Mercy. I
didn't see the Mercy?
I didn't see the Mercy
I
one.
They
They
probably
had,
already
had
sold
Diva.
out of that.
And then
Really?
the stuff that we went looking for, Gavin went to check out the Fortnite stuff. They had no Fortnite, but
Probably.
apparently they have 4 different characters from Fortnite over there. They have Kingdom Hearts. Dude, they had a Keyblade. They had straight up
man.
had a Keyblade at Spirit of
Oh.
Halloween.
I gotta go.
You gotta go before,
You gotta
a
go
week
now.
or two before. Yeah,
You gotta go now.
So, I normally go as soon as they open, but I'm trying not to spend a lot of money. But also, for the past couple years, every year for my birthday, I get my birthday dress from there. I just go the day of and find whatever, and that's my birthday dress.
Now your birthday is
So,
this weekend.
It is
so
this weekend.
do you already have
Let's
a
give it
dress
up for this
for it?
weekend.
No, I'm gonna go
Oh,
the
you-
day of.
okay,
I'm gonna
okay,
go
okay.
Saturday. Yeah.
Do you have
so.
an idea of what you're looking for?
I actually kind of looked at their website and I didn't really see. It kind of looked like they didn't really update their website. Either that or they don't have a good selection. But they
Oh, okay.
normally have new stuff every year, so.
They had a
Gonna
lot of.
be
They had a
a
lot
surprise.
of. They had a lot of cool animatronics and whatnot there. When we were there, they had a Michael Myers.
Yeah,
you press
they're
the button
upping
and
their
it
game
does the
every
whole
year.
music or whatever, and they had some cool stuff.
I hope it wasn't life size. Was
Yes,
it?
he was. He was 7
okay.
feet tall.
That's very nice.
You lost me. I don't know.
Why?
I'm not having a giant 7-foot Mike Myers in my house.
Not Mike Myers. We don't want Austin
Michael.
Powers.
Yeah, baby.
Which oddly enough, isn't the Halloween house going to be at the Shrek queue this year?
I think it is.
that's funny. Are you
So I
serious?
didn't think about it. I
Connections.
think it was Vincent who made some type of joke about it's
Shout out to
Mike
Vincent.
Myers and Michael Myers being together for the first time ever, and I was like, wow, that actually is
That's
pretty
actually
funny.
very funny.
That's incredible.
Tori, what's going on with you? Besides some birthday going on this weekend.
Yeah, excited about that. I'm gonna go to
Finally 21.
Yes.
You
Going
old.
to Minnie's holiday
What are you-
dine
what are you-
on Thursday.
24, 25, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
26?
Yeah. Quarter to
Is it really 26?
No, it's 24.
No, 24. Okay.
Yes. But
Yeah,
Michelle's
4
24.
years, actually 11 years younger than us. Oh my god.
That's fine, that's
oh my
fine, that's
god. These young babies.
I'm excited. I'm going to Minnie's holiday dine on Thursday.
What's
I don't know if
that?
you guys have ever done that? So it's Hollywood and Vine at Hollywood Studios. So they do, for years they've done the Christmas.
Oh,
They'll have Christmas characters out and Christmas desserts and stuff. But I think it was within the past couple years. I mean, I was still working for the company when I found out about it. But they do a Halloween one, and so it's all Halloween themed desserts and stuff, and it's like the all you can eat food, which is really good.
What?
And then it's like Minnie, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy in their Halloween costumes. It's awesome.
Is this breakfast or is this dinner?
This is dinner. I think breakfast is always they
Playhouse
do the
Disney
Playhouse
thing?
Disney. I think it's always that. Yeah. So
Disney Junior, whatever it's called now.
but yeah, so I'm really excited about that. But
Really? That's the thing.
I got a Disney Quest table from Property Control, so I'm gonna be
I
reviewing
saw
that.
that.
And I am
You
super
text me
excited about
yesterday
it.
and you're like, I'm crying.
I know, I was literally crying.
Like, how do you know
I
it's-
don't think you understand how much I love Disney Quest. Like,
Where's it from in Disney Quest? Because I couldn't recognize
so
it.
it was the where they sold like the little sweets and stuff. It was like, I think it was like the Cheshire Cat Cafe or something. It was very Alice in Wonderland
okay,
looking.
yeah.
It was one of those tables.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm
Cool.
super excited. I called Justin. I was like, can this be our coffee table? And he was like, I guess. And I was like, okay, great. I mean, it's like, it's not the best looking, but I'm
sure
gonna make it look
I
better.
would say you're gonna make it look better.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
sure.
like tons of gum underneath it.
I could never buy it.
It's pretty gross. Honestly,
That's so
Justin
gross.
and I lifted it onto the cart and then got it in the car, and we didn't flip it over till we got to the car, and we flipped it over to sit it in the
threw
car,
up.
and we were like,
I would have.
It's like,
Why? If you're listening out there, if you're watching the YouTube version, even don't do that and stop putting gum underneath the table. Oh my
That's
god,
so
it's so
awful,
gross.
yeah.
but why don't they, if they're going to sell it, why don't they just
You
take
think
it
they
down?
clean
Because they
it.
literally don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, they literally don't care. It's
Like, all the stuff that's in there?
It's literally
Yeah.
their junk that they're getting
Yeah.
a good price for. So
Can I ask what was, how much you paid?
I paid $100. But it's big. It's big enough to be
It's-
like
yeah,
a
it looked
coffee table.
huge.
I would spend more than that on a coffee table. And the way I look at it, again, Disney Quest meant so much to me as a kid. Like,
Aw.
it's
Yeah,
like
piece of
having
your
a piece of my
history.
childhood. Like, I'm so excited.
With a piece
So-
of gum, right?
With a
underneath
piece of gum, all sorts of DNA. Who knows?
Oh, Didi's gonna
Just kidding.
scrape.
Hey, don't worry, guys. I'm gonna scrape it all off. Like, it's not a problem.
but you have to scrape.
Oh, I'm gonna wear like 3 layers of gloves to do it, but I'm getting it off.
I can see you coming out like a giant, with trash bags all out. Like
Literally
a sumo
just
wrestler.
a full like hazmat suit, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ET style.
I'm definitely gonna be wearing like my breathing mask.
Yeah, your work stuff.
Just
Yeah,
in case
yeah.
something flips out. Yeah. Well, it's funny because Justin, we went to dinner afterwards, and he's like, "Oh, I have a cut on my hand," and he made it sound like the table cut him, and I was like. You
have
like
gum
you
particles.
probably have a disease now. Like, but he was like, no, it's from something else, and I was like, okay, good. That's not good.
Oh, I'm just thinking of all that gum now.
So sorry.
Didi, what's up with you, sir?
Not a whole lot. Oh, where did we go?
We'll
this
talk
weekend?
about some of that stuff in Tots.
Besides
You did,
that, yeah. Besides that, I just
We did. We'll talk about the place right outside of it. So we're going to talk about the Nun, of course, because because we are continuing our spoopy celebration of Exorcism Drive.
oh, you're wearing the perfect shirt, Didi.
Oh, it's got. Oh, yes, you do have the Exorcist on there.
job.
But we're gonna be talking about the Nun,
Yeah.
our review of that movie over in Tots and top of the show. But of course, before that, we went to Adobe Gia's for drinks and food, and legit, like this burger that they had there was one of the best burgers I've ever
where is
had.
this burger?
Yo.
So it's right outside of the movie theater.
right across at Port Orlando.
Oh, Point Orlando.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the little outside
Fire.
bar, but they have an inside area too. They only have it was burgers, a couple sandwiches,
Oh no, wait!
tacos.
I think I went there for a Halloween party last year.
Oh my god! So this
Fire.
burger, it was $10. I think
Yeah.
it was $9.95 or whatever. It's just a basic burger, has lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle, and then you can pick whatever cheese. I kid you not, this burger was like this. For audio listeners, it was
The size of his face.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was,
legit.
yeah.
Not kidding.
And
It's
the
huge.
bun was buttered and crispy, toasted.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You can tell they put it right on the grill.
Like it was so messy at the end, and that's sometimes where you can tell like how good a burger is just because of
Yeah.
how messy it is. And you just, oh man,
Oh my god, I'm so hungry.
I
right now.
was
You're
so
killing me.
happy going into the Nun.
So good.
Oh,
And we'll
but-
talk about what happened when we went into the Nun later. Anything else going on?
I went to VIP pass holder night at Epcot.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
we shared some
a
of that on
good
Twitter.
time. I took my friend out to dinner for a belated birthday gift. My wallet's feeling it, but that's okay.
Yeah,
Where'd you
went,
go?
You went to Le Cellier.
Le Cellier
Oh,
Steakhouse.
wow.
It's okay.
Pinky's up.
Didi was not aware how much
Did you get the? Did you at least get the
discount.
soup?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
I was
Were
gonna
you
say,
able
did
to
you
get a discount? You didn't get one.
It's too bougie. It's
But
too
you didn't get the
bougie.
soup.
It's too
No,
bougie.
if you go into Le Cellier, you need a steak.
Yeah, I had
Well,
to. I
yeah,
had to
but
stay.
I'm
I had
not
to stay.
saying you only get the soup, but you should
But-
get the cheddar cheese soup. Is where it's at.
The cheddar cheese soup.
It's what
It's
they
the same-
sell.
it's the same
what
thing that
sell
they
in
have
the,
at
in the
Food and
cart
Wine.
for Food and Wine.
So I'm
But
weird- I'm-
the
I'm-
only other place that you can get it is there.
So I'm weird about soup. The only soups I ever get is chicken noodle and tomato.
Dude,
That's it.
Dude, I swear to God, that's the only soups I will
are you
actually
kidding
eat.
me?
I swear.
See, I will literally drink any soup.
Really?
But
kidding
I
me?
love tomato soup so much.
So chicken noodle soup was only like eaten by me when I was sick, and then
Okay.
tomato soup I only eat it when I'm having a grilled cheese.
Yes!
With it.
Oh man,
Oh
the grilled
God, I love you
cheese,
so much
yes.
right now, Frogga. I'm leaving you. I'm marrying Didi.
Yeah, right now. That's like so true. Oh my god, that's the only soup I'll ever eat. And there's one like my grandma used to make. So that's besides that. But like, oh man.
But was it good though?
Okay, so I'm not a big steak eater because it's expensive. But man, it was.
We got to bring him to Manny's. You've been to Manny's before,
I heard Manny's is so good,
dude. It is.
I mean, their food is good.
Yeah.
I'm not a steak person at all.
Oh, really? You're
So,
not
like,
either?
I normally don't.
Awesome.
Like, if there's something, like, if there's tacos, I'm totally getting tacos, please.
Yeah.
Like, a
Yeah,
steak.
but like I mean, like, oh man, it was good. But if I was gonna like compare it to like another steak, because they were talking about like there's this cut and it's grade A, triple A Canadian,
And you're not a steak person,
and
so
I'm
you
just
don't
like,
care.
It's like on this hidden
Just
place
give me
in
the
cow.
butt. That's all I want.
Really
Just
not.
give me the butt.
I'm like my friend was like, yeah, I could tell the difference between like that steak and like an Outback steak, and I'm like,
And you were like, I don't know.
Sure.
it's
Did you
meat
put
to
steak
me.
sauce on it? You
So
son
here's
of
the
a.
deal.
Oh no.
So I'm a steak sauce guy.
Yeah, I would have put steak sauce on though.
They
too.
had
A
no
little
steak
bit,
sauce
though.
on the table though.
Well, yeah, because it's. I mean, well, there though, it's probably like
The
so
sh-
good that you don't need it.
Yeah, the
It's
chef's
one of
probably
those
pissed
things.
that you put steak sauce on.
I did not put steak sauce on.
Oh,
it,
okay,
so.
okay.
But they had this what do you call it? Risotto under it, which was my first time eating risotto. It was actually really
Ooh,
good.
Really good.
You wouldn't like it.
It's the
It's
well,
the cheese and the
is it not crab?
butter,
No.
rice and pasta.
Yeah, it looks
mixed.
like a weird like rice pasta.
Yeah,
It's very hard.
it almost looks
very
like
hard to
hummus.
explain.
Almost
Oh,
looking. Yeah. And they have it, but you can have it on the side if you want to. I was like,
No,
give it to me
given the
later.
choice, because you've been to beer garden before, and
Yeah.
you really enjoyed the beer garden, correct?
Love the beer garden.
Where
So
would you rather go?
Oh man, I'd rather go to beer garden.
I'm actually shocked that you didn't go to beer garden when you said that
So-
you went to dinner.
That's another story. So I was like, oh, so how was it? She's like, oh, it was great. And I was like, yeah, I didn't think you'd want to go somewhere like beer garden or something. Like, she's like, that's like the other place I've never eaten. And I was like,
Oh.
And you know, right now, cast members get 40% off
Yeah,
at
it's
beer
like
garden.
super discounted right now.
So all that money, like we'll talk about after the show how much he has spent. But yeah,
Hey, you know what? It was an experience.
Ew.
An experience. Very fancy.
it was very fancy. It was very
Totally
nice.
fine. What are you doing?
It was very nice.
I'll get it in a second.
It wasn't a date. I'd like to think it was. It wasn't a date though.
Oh,
And
is
we had
that
a great
the- is that
night.
the-
It was
Hey,
awesome.
Didi's
Is that the
friend,
per-
make
is
it a
that the
date.
person you took a picture with or over?
You know.
Oh.
Well, you know.
Oh.
God, I'm blushing if I was white. But it was nice. The whole thing, I thought the park was empty after it closed.
Hey, Vincent was saying that like, oh yeah, it's really busy, but you were saying like there was
What else
nobody here.
did you do? Like, what did you do for annual pass holder?
So like, what do you mean the whole time we were there?
Yeah, like what's the
Dude,
what's the
Walk
gimmick,
on to
I guess?
Frozen. Walk on to Test Track.
So was it like after they closed?
It was after they.
Yeah.
It was like after they closed, and we
Okay,
got on
okay.
Frozen probably about 15 minutes before the park.
So was it
closed.
9 to midnight? Is that what it was, or 9 to 10, or
It was
or
9
to 11? I mean?
like 9 to 11.
Oh,
yeah,
so
yeah.
2 hours.
2 hours,
Okay.
and I'm telling you, it was where we went. We went to Ron Future World, empty. I guess
So that's probably. I bet you
everybody.
everybody's over there still doing food and wine, and
Yeah,
getting their food
exactly.
or whatever.
Yeah.
and-
Because I think the pass holders want to knock out food and wine and be like, oh, this is our best chance to do it
Yeah.
because it's always packed.
It's like, oh,
It's
we
true,
can
though.
ride Test Track anytime we want. It's
yeah. which was because like the only food and wine spots they closed was everything in Future World.
So no Taste Track. That's the best name.
that's a thing.
It's called Taste Track. Yeah, and that's where
Yeah.
they serve the cronuts and they have like a pancake milkshake.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's what
Yeah.
they call. I didn't know they called.
No,
it
you
that.
had the you went and got the what do we call it, the
Ooh, the nitrogen.
yeah, but what did we call it, the oh god, what did we call it?
What did we call it?
Oh
You have to watch like episode 3 of Vacation Kingdom. I
yeah.
think.
Anyway, we're something best chocolate or something.
It's the greatest
Life-changing chocolate.
Life-changing chocolate.
That's what it was. So is that still over as you're walking to Canada, or is it back where it used to be?
It's back where it used to be, where we went.
Oh,
So
okay.
like, remember where the chief,
Where the butterfly thing was?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like right there.
Because last year it was like along the pathway as you're walking towards Canada.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. It's where it used to be.
Cool.
And last year, I don't know if you ever had it before, but it's
the nitro chocolate with the
I've seen it on the
caramel
menu.
sauce or
I
whatever it
haven't
is.
had it.
It's amazing.
You gotta
It's
get it.
really, really good.
Making me want to.
And last year they gave you this little. I mean, it was like the size of a chicken nugget size. They would charge you $5 for it. This year, that thing was half the plate
That's
at
cool.
least.
Good.
Wow. I'll
And
have
it
to
was
get
huge. And then we had a pumpkin chocolate shake, which I'm not a pumpkin
Yeah,
guy
I'm
at
not a
all.
pumpkin
Where was
guy.
that at?
Same place, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah, the only
Sounds
pumpkin
pretty
thing
good.
I'll eat is pumpkin pie. I like pumpkin
I
pie,
hate
but that's it.
I
Yeah.
love pumpkin.
good.
So
But it was really good. And it was a lot of fun. I loved it.
Cool.
I hope to go again. Hopefully they do something like that again.
They need to do that for cast members.
They-
they'll
you
never do
guys.
that.
Well, they had the cast member thing, the 24-hour thing, their first year. Remember when they did 24-hour Disney
that
Day?
wasn't a cast member thing.
It wasn't a cast
though.
member thing, but it was basically all cast members that went that year.
Oh, the 24-hour gimmick.
Yeah, that was
I
awesome.
went the second
the
year.
first year.
I love that
Yeah.
first year. That was fun. I loved it.
That was really cool.
You came with us for a little while in the second year, right?
Yeah, I came with it for a little while. I think I left around like 3 in the morning. I think.
Yeah, because I think that's when I was like, all right, yeah, we got to go.
Oh yeah, I think I
I'm
went
dying.
2 times. Yeah, I went to 2
I
of
went
them.
I went to the first and second year. The second year, I went the third year, but I stopped by and realized how packed it was, and it was just full
They
of
haven't done that in a while, have they?
No, that was the last. Yeah, that last time.
the
Two-
villains
2
one.
3
Like, what's
years
your
ago?
villain side or something?
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
Ugh, that
Yeah.
wasn't fun because it was. I don't know. I thought the vibe was just different. And I was like, I just left like within like 15 minutes.
Cool.
It was too packed.
And they have another Epcot one coming up, right?
Yeah, I want to go to that one too.
You can only do one though,
You can
right?
only do one. You can only sign up for one, which
That's
sucks.
cool.
But-
I like that though. That they limit it to everybody.
yeah, I like it. Again, I thought it was empty. I like that they're actually offering something.
Yeah.
when
They don't have to.
They don't have to.
Yep.
So, and I think though, was it the same day as the Universal one? I think.
No.
The Epcot one that I went
No,
to?
no, no.
Okay.
No, because Universal was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay,
On
okay.
Sunday.
Okay, but did you go with that one?
No. It was because it was a school night. The kids,
Oh.
would be home and whatever. So,
Yeah, school.
well, most of the other stuff we'll talk about in the news. So,
The news. Let's
let's
get
go
to
get into
the
it.
news. Get
Come on, this is
the news.
Are you gonna be like this next week when we have Mr. Scott Garland, Mr. Scotty Tohati on the show?
You better practice.
Oh
Didi.
man, I gotta be
You
on
better-
point.
You gotta be at your house late into the night, hitting the button, practicing.
So I have how many items do I have on here? I have 8 items, but we may breeze through a few of these. But number
I
one,
don't know why I said tough.
yeah, I don't know
you
why
said
you did say
tough
that. Number one, we're gonna talk about some of that Halloween Horror Night house previews.
Ooh.
But first, you know what, Didi?
Oh!
So I've actually bought this like 2 weeks ago, and I keep forgetting to give it to you. So here's your frequent for your fast.
I am so excited for this. You guys have no idea.
Like legit, we are really really pumped. And of course, if we haven't said before, we're going to be there Friday for the media event for the grand opening of the show, the event, I guess. So we're not sure yet, but depending on how much content we get out of Friday, we may just make it a bonus episode. So we'll see what happens, and then just have the next week's show
Thank you,
as,
by the way.
as another one. But yeah, so they had a bunch of different previews. Attractions had it up on their website. Brittany did some, and Tiffany Mink over in California, she did some over at the California one. So Trick or Treat. First off, I talked about it last week that I saw the movie finally. But they show a couple different scenes. They showed the house entrance, the scarecrow scene from the beginning of the movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So it's like, and you actually see the hands out on the scarecrow, or whatever. So I'm really excited to see like what's going to happen there.
So is that at the beginning? That's actually the house entrance.
I don't know for certain.
Okay.
That's what I would assume.
We don't want to get spoiled.
I don't want spoilers. I just saw this, the picture or whatever. And then in the room of the old man, where it had like all the "give me something good to eat."
Yep.
It's like written all over the room. It's him, like it looks like he's dead in the bed or whatever. But of course, he didn't die in the movie. But yeah, it looks really cool. I'm really excited about this.
Get hype.
I'm really hoping that we see a lot of Sam.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be.
And I'm sure
a lot of Sam.
I'm hope we see the school bus with the really creepy masks, because those masks creep the hell out of me.
Dude, those weird like Halloween masks freak me out
Yeah.
more than anything
Yeah,
else.
exactly.
Like,
It's
I don't
the
know if you
old school
remember
ones.
It was the first Halloween house they ever did, where you went outside and it was like the little kids going trick or treat.
Oh,
they scared
yeah.
me like
Yeah.
far more than
Yeah,
you did.
Michael Myers would, yeah. And of course, we had Stranger Things. I think Tiffany was out there over the California event, checking that one out. They showed the room with the Christmas lights, the run, up on the wall. Looks really cool. They showed off the Hawkins lab, where actually, you walking into the Upside Down.
So excited about that.
See,
That
I
looks
keep
amazing.
thinking of like season 2, so I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah,
gonna
no,
be like,
just season 1.
Okay,
just
so
season
just
1.
season
yeah.
1.
Because that means they can do season 2 next year.
Next year. Yeah, and I'm fine with that, because I love
I
Stranger
want to
Things.
see a demo dog.
Oh, yeah.
What was
That'd be such a cool puppet.
What was
his name?
Was it Spot?
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan. Yeah.
D'Artagnan.
And then they showed the Hawkins High, the Go Cubs or whatever it was. But yeah, I really think we will see Barb.
Oh, do you think we might get the maybe like a pool scene of like that?
I really hope so.
That would be so neat.
So in
That'd
the
be
video,
very scary, actually.
in the video that they
Upside
showed
Down
for
Bar.
like the little teaser preview, they actually showed some of like almost like that Silent Hill, the Stranger Thing, like mist. I don't know how else you would call it or whatever, but they show it floating in the air. And I think it was Banks that was talking about before that he watched that video that they taught over in the convention over in California.
Yeah.
And they said they kept working on that, to try and get that to look correct. So I'm really hoping that we're walking in there and
oh
that
my God,
whole.
you see those weird like follicles in the
Yeah,
air. Oh
yeah.
my gosh,
Yeah.
that'd be so neat.
Do you think they might do it by like projection mapping of sorts? I figure you would kind of.
They could,
no, but
they could maybe do something like that. The problem with that though is I feel like it would give it
hit you.
away, and you would see the light. Yeah, you would see the light of it.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
But I mean, who knows? They could have had. I feel like they would probably do some sort of like rigging, like fiber optic type thing, like hanging from, like they have stuff that hangs
Yeah.
all the time. But oh God, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Boy.
And of course, Stranger Things is my number 2 on the list, but number 1
Let's go.
is Slaughter Cinema. I'm really excited, and they
Let's
showed off
go.
a bunch of pictures. So they said that it's going to start off in a drive-in.
Oh, so good.
Love it.
And then it's going to have like a
Love
little food stand or whatever. They got the popcorn up there. And they also have like previews, like for movies or whatever.
Yes.
So they gave us the 3 originally, which was what Pumpkin Guts, Amazon, Cannibals from Planet Hell, and Cold to the Beast Baby. Well, they actually have these previews on posters as you're walking in through the drive-in, and one of them, for instance, is Devil Dogs, and they're biker werewolves.
Yeah.
So excited
Come on.
about this.
Like,
I want to see them so bad.
That's what I'm saying. I love how over the top it is. It
I
reminds
love
me of
werewolves so
Grindhouse.
much.
I cannot wait to see this maze.
How are these not real movies?
That's right. It reminds me of like Rob Zombie's one from Grindhouse, the SS women of the or no werewolf women of the SS or whatever.
That was
You
wow.
never did you ever see Grindhouse?
I never saw the double feature.
Oh,
So no,
I think I
yeah.
have it at home.
Really?
Oh, we may have to make this part of stupid movie night. Maybe watch some
yeah.
Grindhouse. And then, of course, in the regular version, they have in Pumpkin Guts. Guests will learn that there's more waiting for them. Or hold on, guests will learn that there's more waiting for them than the gooey insides of pumpkins. And Amazon Cannibals from Planet Hell will take everyone to a distant planet as aliens have them for dinner. Get it? And Cold to the Beast Baby is one film best left to the imagination, and that's the one I'm most excited about.
That's gonna be the
I
greatest
want
thing of
this
all time.
stupid giant baby chasing
Dude,
after
I was
me.
to say, you remember that dollhouse house a couple years ago? They
yes.
had giant babies.
Really?
Yeah.
Just giant. Oh.
Giant babies with these massive-
I'm willing to bet you anything that those costumes make a comeback.
Oh, I am so freaking excited for Horror Nights. Like I have not legit been this excited for Horror Nights since like high school. Just because I was a stupid dumb kid that wanted to go with
friends and be
Yeah.
like, hey,
Yeah.
cool, man.
Yeah. I'm so stupid excited for
I'm pretty
this.
excited too. I haven't been this excited since probably the 20th.
almost
25th,
20th anniversary.
Sorry, 25th
25th?
with Jack.
Oh,
That was a great
yeah.
year. That was a great
So was
year,
it, what,
but-
3 years ago? 4 years ago? Something like that?
4 years,
No, because this is 28, so it's got to be, what, 3?
3 years ago.
No, well, technically it would be 4.
4.
I think it's 4,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So
That's a good
going
year.
more Halloween Horror Nights, so they announced that you're going to have trivia as you're waiting in line. Kind of like, when you're going
That's
to...
cool.
Like Fast and Furious.
I was just going to say, so like
yeah.
Fast and Furious, but Didi doesn't know about that. So when you go over into Fast and Furious, you can actually open up your Universal app, and you can play Fast and Furious trivia. The faster they answer the question, the more points you get, and the higher on the leaderboard you can do. Well, Brittany wrote this up over on Attractions Magazine.
Pinkies up.
She says, found in the official Universal Orlando Resort app, Terror Trivia will allow guests to compete against each other in 11 levels of horror. The trivia will focus on this year's 10 haunted houses and will include a bonus history rewind level for the diehard Halloween Horror Night fans. This bonus level will quiz players on previous event years, haunted houses, icons, scare zones, and more.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, right? Guests playing the game will also be able to challenge their friends, family, and even strangers they meet in line as they prove who is the top Horror Night fan. The goal is to be one of the top 20 scores of the evening and get your Scream name, aka player alias, on the leaderboard shown live throughout the event. Here's how the game works. As you enter the queue for each house, the house's corresponding level will automatically unlock. You'll know when it's time to play when the bell icon in the corner displays the unlock notification. The history rewind level will be randomly unlocked throughout the night. You'll have to answer the questions as fast as you can, and the faster you answer correctly, the more points you win. You'll immediately see your score once a house's level is completed. If you want to earn more points, you can restart each level and try again. The Terror Trivia will be a different game every time you play, as it pulls from a collection of over 350 questions at random. You can only play the trivia game while you're at the actual event, and levels will only unlock when you're physically entered a haunted house's queue, so be sure to bring a portable charger with you and download the Universal Orlando app beforehand to keep the game going all night. Here's a hint. Justin Brittany. She says you know a thing or two about the IP-based haunted houses and ace their levels, but you may want to experience each of the original houses at least once before you try your hand at those levels. Be sure to pay attention to all the little details.
Very cool.
I really
I'm
like
super
that.
excited for this.
Yeah.
That's neat. It gives, I think, if you were going to go just randomly by yourself,
Yeah.
something to do
Yeah.
rather than me
And
playing
definitely
Supercard.
something for a lot of people to do online, which I
Yeah.
feel like is a thing that they need.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
hopefully not puke all over the place.
Or, yeah, I think it might also encourage people to actually, like, instead of seeing the line saying, like, 2 hours, they're like, forget it. They might be like, let's go in.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do it.
It's just going to be funny, like, walking to the queue and then just seeing everybody on their phones now. I mean, not that it's any different from any other time, really, but, everybody's doing the same
Be,
thing.
like together though,
Yeah.
like, oh man, like
Yeah.
I just want, if one of you guys gets, like, the top 20, I want you guys to freak out, like, in the middle of the line, like, yeah, I did it! More Universal news. So, a celebration of Harry Potter will not return to Universal Orlando Resort in 2019.
how wild.
Yeah, this is
That's
crazy.
crazy.
So, Brittany writes this up over at Attractions Magazine. She says, per a statement from Universal, the park is, quote, working on exciting new experiences for guests to continue to celebrate the Wizarding World next year. These include all new thrill ride, coming to a Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Hogsmeade, and additional fan experiences that have yet to be announced, end quote. These fan events will likely be similar to the recent Back to Hogwarts event held on September 1st to kick off what is traditionally seen as to the start of the Wizarding school year. The statement continues, quote, while our focus on these fan experiences means we will not be hosting a celebration of Harry Potter in 2019, we and other Universal theme parks will always be looking for opportunities to host special Wizarding World experiences, end quote. No other details have been made public at this time. No additional fan events have been announced since Back to Hogwarts.
Da, da, da.
So, I have a friend that has a theory of why this is happening.
Okay.
So, of course, you have the ride, being built over on the other side. So, of course, they want to focus on that.
Yes.
But not only that, but the celebration thing, usually, when does that take place?
Trying to remember.
anybody remember?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I haven't been in a few years.
So, is it around Horror Nights time? or is it?
No,
it's later.
It's before that.
It's before.
I think it's before that.
Okay, so
I don't even know.
I think it's usually around the end of August. I would think.
Well, they also announced that Rock the Universe is moving as well. Correct?
They are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they said that's moving to the other park, right? And
I have no idea. I didn't know that.
See if you can look that up as I'm talking about it. But so a friend at work was talking about it, and I'm pretty sure he said that Rock the Universe is moving somehow or another, whether it be moving dates or moving to the other park or whatever. He really thinks that Universal is going to go the Disney route with Halloween Horror Nights. That it's going to start in the middle of August, just like Not So Scary does.
I mean, people will go.
Oh wow! So it looks like it's gonna be February 1st and 2nd.
So right before Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
So that's his theory, is that they're going to try and do Horror Nights earlier, so that stage won't have to be built. The stage won't be there in the middle of the whole scare zone area, and they can focus just on Horror Nights for that month and a half, 2 months. Do you guys think it'll do that?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they'd make more money. Like, like people will come. You know what I mean? It's not like a thing where people won't come. So it's an interesting idea.
I would think it's because they couldn't get any more of these Harry Potter people to show up. Maybe that's what I thought.
I mean, I feel like granted, they don't get Daniel Radcliffe or any of the really big ones, but I think they have really good characters that come. You know what I mean? And I mean, I always seem to see people going. So I don't know. When I went, I will say it was a couple years ago. Granted, I was kind of underwhelmed with what they had to offer. I don't know if that's like increased in recent years or whatever, but just a little. There just wasn't like much extra to do.
Yeah.
Unless you're paying like hundreds of dollars.
It wasn't
to
Star
meet
Wars
someone.
weekends.
No, well, that's the thing, yeah. Because the other thing with the Harry Potter event is that a lot of the stuff that you would really want to do, the reason you'd be going, because they don't have much else other than that, was autographs and stuff, which was a lot of money.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, so you'd have to pay to get autographs, like wait in line or something like that?
Yeah, like everything. Yeah, all of that was you to pay for. So it wasn't like Star Wars weekends where it's like.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you had. Well, I mean, granted, I haven't been in a couple years, so I don't know if it changed. I don't think it changed though. But yeah, you had to pay for all the autographs that you wanted to get.
Huh.
Oh wow.
So yeah. I mean, I just went for the fun of it, and I did have a good time, but there just wasn't like a ton to do. So.
Man, I wish I was in Harry Potter.
You wish you were what?
I wish I was in Harry Potter.
Oh, into it, or
in the
you'd
movie.
be set for life.
Those kids are set for life.
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, speaking of more movie news, so Brie Larson kind of broke the internet a little bit last week.
Hello, nurse.
They released in Entertainment Weekly a bunch of photos from Captain Marvel. So I actually have the one printed here, in color, Didi, if you haven't seen, what she actually looks like.
Yes, yeah.
So they also show off in the photos, they show the young, quote unquote, Nick Fury.
Looks so good.
Young Nick Fury?
So they're doing kind of like what they did with Michael Douglas in Ant-Man.
Oh, okay.
Because it takes place in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So he has both eyes. Mm-hmm. He's younger.
Okay.
He almost looks like Coming to America Samuel L. Jackson. Don't say it. Don't say it.
That's awesome.
And then they show what is the name of her Kree teammate thing or whatever.
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, I didn't write it down. But what was it? Korath? Is that what his name was? The one that says,
yes,
I'm
Korath the Ravager?
I'm Star-Lord. Who? He's part of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
yes.
Is he Kree? I didn't realize he was Kree.
I don't think he is.
So he's just part of the group or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Honestly, I'll be honest. I never really super got into
okay. And then of course they show off also Ronan. So Ronan the Accuser is in it.
About seeing him again. He's a cool villain. I liked him.
The one that keeps getting made fun of, I don't think they look that bad, other than the CD album cover, is the Skrulls. I think the Skrulls look really cool.
So they actually showed the Skrulls?
Yeah, there's actually a picture of them coming out of the ocean. But they're
they looked okay.
They're spread apart, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's their new album cover or whatever." It actually looks really funny. I'll show you in a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited. I was really hoping that it was going to be a trailer that was going to be dropped.
Me too. When I saw that tweet, of
yeah,
her,
she's like, "Are you ready to break the internet?
Ready to break the internet tomorrow?" I was like, "Man, come on, give me a trailer." But but she looks great, and I love the pictures of her. They have pictures of her in suit. Obviously, she looks great, but the pictures of her on the airplane and stuff.
Yeah.
On the Air Force plane. Oh, so cool. She
and
looks so good.
Kevin Feige came out and said that she will be the most powerful character in the MCU so far, anyway.
All right.
So she'll be able to beat down everybody.
I have issues with that, but that's okay.
The what now?
I have issues with that, but that's okay.
Why? What are your issues?
Where I have to remember that to stay away from comics. And
is she not that powerful in the comics?
She is, but she's not Hulk levels of powerful.
Okay.
Because if we're going to talk comics, Hulk and Thor are the two.
Now not she, but original Miss Marvel, not Captain Marvel, is who Rogue got her powers from, correct?
I believe so.
Like she accidentally, sucked too much power out of her or something, some weirdness, and that's how she was able to get super strong and flying and stuff.
I believe that was Rogue.
Yeah.
Who got Miss Marvel's?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Rogue, yeah.
Because Captain Marvel got him from Marvel, correct?
Yeah.
The Kree.
Yeah, the Kree. Yeah.
But I think they're saying they're changing that storyline. I think that's what I was reading.
The MCU.
Yeah, I feel like they could do better.
Yeah. Well, that's the rumor too that Jude Law is in this movie as well, and that's the rumor that everybody's thinking that he is Marvel.
I can see it.
That's actually Jude Law's quite dashing.
What's even funnier is that both Sherlock and Watson are in the MCU.
Together.
Are they?
So you have RDJ and Jude Law, Sherlock Holmes and Watson, and then you have Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman.
Yeah,
from the BBC show.
Oh, that's pretty
cool.
It's
so funny.
Yeah,
it's so funny how
that's cool. That is cool.
Yeah, so I was laughing about that the other day because I didn't realize it when we'd seen Jude Law and somebody pointed it out. I'm like, oh, that's actually really cool.
I didn't realize that. That's cool.
Number 5, Didi. This one's all about you, sir. Destiny 2 Forsaken. The big DLC came out a week ago, last Tuesday, right?
Yeah, Tuesday. Last Tuesday.
I'm hearing a lot of issues. People are exploiting stuff that shouldn't be open and whatnot. But
what?
Yeah, I heard
apparently there's like a part open for the raid that you shouldn't be able to get to, and everybody's accessing the weapons or whatever. But overall,
people
is it like just open? And
somehow or another.
No I'm assuming it's on. I'm assuming they're doing it on PC because I don't know how they would be able to do it on console because PC has a big modding community and I'm sure you can hack into the game and stuff like that. But
anyway, overall, your thoughts?
Overall, I think it's fine. I think it's a lot better than. Well, I don't mean it like in a terrible way. You
were so hyped going into this, and then with you just saying fine, I'm like that.
I love Destiny. I do. I've played since day one when it came out. I don't have my thing is how am I going to feel like in a month or two?
Okay.
That's my
and that was my issue with it. That I dropped off super fast, and I even tried to get back into it, but I wasn't grabbing me. So I was I'm not gonna bother with Forsaken because I don't want to waste my money with it.
I can only understand that. It's just I'm glad I have a clan that raids and stuff like that, but it's just how do I feel in a month or two? Because that's when it really matters.
Especially when Red Dead comes out.
Especially when Red Dead comes out. I mean, I don't think I'll play Red Dead Online a whole lot, but
that's what we thought about Grand Theft Auto too.
That is true. Oh boy. But it's fine for what it is right now. I thought the story was really cool. The campaign, I thought some of the missions were a little too long.
Is Cade actually dead?
Cade is actually dead. He's gone. Yeah, he got kaput. Again, the campaign's really cool. The story actually makes sense. Which is great because that's always been a big issue with the game is the writing. It's always not been that great, but the levels though, or the land, the area looks really really neat this time around. The Dreaming City looks awesome. Wow, cool. Dreaming City looks cool. The new world called the Token Shore looks really neat. That's where you meet Spider, who's like this big time fat fallen person and there's a new bounty system too, which I think is really cool, which kind of makes you want to keep going back, which is great. I think that was a big problem with the last game. It's wanting to come back and actually do the grind because there wasn't really much to do after you finished
once you leveled up all the way or whatever.
Once you leveled up all the way and did your 3 strikes and that was it. But now there's a lot to do, so I like it, and the leveling grind is a pain in the butt, but that's what happens when you're playing MMO. It's supposed to be a grind, not
just automatic. Here you are.
Yeah, which is cool.
Cool.
So it's okay.
But you would recommend playing it for people that are fans of Destiny?
Yeah. So if you're a fan of Destiny, or if it's your first time, if you're a fan, then of course play it. If you played Destiny 1, you're upset by Destiny 2, then go back. It's worth it. If you're Destiny 2 and you didn't like it, then don't bother.
Cool.
That's how I would say it.
Number 6. Before I actually bring it up and make sure here. Let's see, where did I go here? Connor Weber on Twitter. He says, "What are y'all's early thoughts on Spider-Man? In my opinion, it's the most in-depth adaptation since Arkham City. There is so much detail in this game." So, of course, we're going to be talking some Spider-Man on PS4. So this came out, well, if you're lucky, Thursday at 9 p.m. I was lucky one of those, I guess stores didn't want to open up at midnight, and they want you to have your game. So they're like, oh, yeah, 9 p.m. Here you go.
Is GameStop the only one that did it?
I think Best Buy did it, too. I was hearing Best Buy did it. But you were out anyway. You were doing. That's right, because you were at Epcot Thursday night. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So I am pretty close to completion. I think I'm at 82%. I think I'm on level 47. I think it is.
Okay.
Where are you guys?
Oh, I'm like nowhere near that.
Nowhere. Okay.
I didn't have a chance to play like a ton over the weekend.
Yeah.
But I got through like Shocker, so.
Okay.
Oh,
Like,
so
I'm
then
through,
you're
like, the
practically where I'm at.
beginning
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
Almost towards the end of Act 1, I think is what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. You still have plenty to go.
Well, and I was trying to focus more on story. Like, obviously, when there's like a robbery or whatever in progress, like I stop it. But I haven't
Yep,
really gone
same.
after like backpacks
see,
or anything like that.
it's
I
so
need to do that.
It's
though.
so funny because Didi and I were talking about it on Saturday, and once the backpacks became available, that's the first thing I did. I went around and like I unlocked of course, what do they call it? Like the map unlock area thing. I can't remember what that.
The radio towers.
Radio towers. So once I got all the radio towers done, it showed me where all the different backpacks were. I went and found every single backpack.
Yeah.
And it's really cool because each backpack has like something about Spider-Man's life or Peter Parker's life, depending on which one it's referencing or whatever.
So real quick, I don't mean to interrupt about that.
You're good.
There's this one backpack you get because you're like, how the heck does he have all these backpacks? Because because nowadays you're kind of like come on, this is come on,
it's like $10 a backpack.
It's like, and then he talks about like how can I spoil it? Can I spoil
it's not a big spoiler.
Okay, it's not a big spoiler. How he won a contest, and instead of getting the money from Wilson Fisk, he got a bunch of lifetime supply backpacks.
Lifetime supply backpacks.
That's incredible.
I was like, that's good because
the real question is did you get all the pigeons?
Yes, pigeons already done.
Pigeons?
Yeah. You'll get there.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, you'll get there.
It's awesome.
The only thing I didn't do like immediately was like all the different bases because they try to get you. So maybe this
bases.
Yeah, but there's other stuff after that too.
There is?
And they try and get you. So that's the thing.
It's
So once you unlock the entire map and you're looking at it and you're like, wow, there's really not a whole lot to do here. As you could progress in the story, more side mission and unlockable stuff become available to find.
Okay.
I mean,
So-
I already feel like there's a lot to do.
Oh,
I feel like there's just constantly throwing stuff at you
there's
to do.
even more than what you even think. So they there's like these base missions that you go attack like bases that Fisk has.
The
Kingpin.
construction place?
Yeah, the construction.
Yeah, okay.
Well, not only that, but there's also like 2 different variations of that later on. And they kind of like not ask you, but they kind of have you trying to do like stealth missions or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not stealthy at all.
So bad at stealth. Oh
Really?
my God. It's
I'm so good.
That first stealth mission that you get where it teaches you how to be stealthy.
Yeah.
With the art gallery.
Oh yeah,
It took me forever.
Really?
Forever. But now I think I got the hang of it. But
yeah. And see, it's not that I'm even bad at it. It's just that I don't think of Spider-Man as a stealthy character. I think of Spider-Man just swinging in and just whooping up on folk. So like in that aspect, it tries to be Arkham a little bit, and I'm like, no, you don't have to do this. If you want to do a couple people here and there or whatever, it's not bad, whatever. But Spider-Man's all about jumping in, doing some cool, backwards, upside down Hurricane Ranas, and
But I mean, like, don't you think like the animation though when he does
it's really cool.
is worth it? I mean, that's the reason why I still
so
say
cool.
he goes like that and he does the flippy thing and just in slow mo.
My favorite one is when he whips
upside down.
Yeah.
My favorite one though is like when he whips them up and then he makes them hit their head on like a girder or whatever and then spins the web. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's pretty
And
cool.
you know what's actually really awesome too? If you decide to take a picture, he's upside down. It's so dope.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just like, that's so cool.
Well, going off of the pictures, picture mode, I think this is the most I've ever used picture mode in a game before.
Oh, yeah, it's
There's
so
many
fun.
cool things to do. Shout out to Jonathan, the
Oh my
friend
God,
of
he's
the
been
show.
taking so many good
Are you
pictures.
serious?
He took like legit the coolest photo I've seen.
The one of him in the Iron Spider
Yeah,
suit?
exactly. So he's on like the edge of a building. I don't know if it was the Avengers Tower or wherever it was. But he has the Iron Spider suit on, and he actually activated his power tower where it has like the arms come out.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
It's like
the
the
horizon
sunset, yeah, it's
behind it, and like
beautiful. Oh my
Spider-Man is
God.
just super tiny, but it's beautiful.
And you can just
It's
see, like,
it's
the
amazing.
silhouette of his.
Yeah.
Are you serious? That's
It's
I was,
really
by the
cool.
way, so excited about that suit. I don't know. I think it might have been because Justin like pre-ordered it or something, but like we already had it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
we did too,
as soon as I got the.
It was that one, the punk one,
white
and the
spider.
velocity.
Yeah,
I think
as soon
is
as
what
I
it
got
is.
the
Yeah.
white spider suit, when they showed me that,
Yeah.
I was like, it's there, and I was like, I'm equipping this immediately. Oh,
Yeah,
so
and
good.
it's funny because I used that one at first, but I tend to use the Homecoming one more.
I love
That's
that
that's
one
the,
too.
that's the one, the regular looking one.
Yeah. It's
That's
the one that
considered
Tom
the
Holland
Homecoming?
wears in Homecoming.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah. Like the
okay.
one that Tony gives him.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
Trying to think. The voice acting for Peter, I absolutely love.
I-
If it wasn't for
Yes.
Tom Holland, I would love this voice actor just to give me the voice for Spider-Man. As I'm watching the movie, because the quips that he has.
Oh, they're
and
so
it just,
good.
It's
Yeah.
it makes. I love it so much.
He reminds me of the 90s cartoon.
The animated
Spider-Man.
one?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I was just gonna
Yeah.
say that.
I thought it was the same person. I thought
Was the
is it?
best.
Do you know? If
No,
he
I
was?
don't think it is. No.
Because he reminds me of that Peter Parker, and so I think that's really
He's really
neat.
good.
I like it a lot. Like, I only played maybe like 4 or 5 hours. I'm like level 11, and
Yeah.
like where Tori is, I'm
Probably
at
right where me.
the Shocker. So it's
Yeah.
like I just beat the Shocker last night, and then I turned it off, and
It's
which I thought was a cool mission. I wish it was a little bit longer. But that's okay.
You go back to him.
Okay, good.
I
Yeah.
love the all the
Herman.
dialogue and everything is so
Yeah.
good. I love how it's kind of like everything looking at the game in total, like it's like everything the character is and has been throughout time, like kind of like pushed together, and then it's like also a fresh take at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
And I love the quips. Justin, I don't know what it was. He wouldn't tell me. I didn't really want to know. I'm not trying to like pry to like learn other things. Like I kind of don't want to be spoiled. But he was like, I'm pretty sure like I just went on a side quest just so he can make a joke. And like that's amazing.
Well, it's funny because later on in the game, you unlock the animated or the comic book style
I
looking
love
characters.
that.
So it's cell shaded.
Yeah, cel-shaded. Yeah, yeah.
I thought
So-
you did something to that. To the
No.
picture.
It's,
I was like,
it's a
so
cell shaded
cool.
one. So,
That's
but I'm
so
hoping
cool.
like the next one after that will be like the animated version. So
Yeah.
rather than just the comic one, but his special power is quips.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like you activate his power and he does quips.
yes.
But it activates like super fast too, or it recharges super fast too because of that.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it's so
do,
good.
Do you not know what all the suits are? Is
No.
it a mystery to you? Oh,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
an article online. If you
Oh
want
yeah, I
to
don't want to know. Yeah. Loving it, love it. My favorite parts are like the big scenes of it. So like a lot of the scenes that they showed in the preview events with E3.
Yeah, I was
like the
gonna
one
ask
with the
about that.
helicopter where you're fighting Mr. Negative.
Oh, so cool.
I love that whole entire scene of that.
What about
it was
when
great.
you're on that
the raft?
Not Rikers. Is that what it's
The
called?
raft,
The
yeah,
raft.
yeah, the raft.
Is that was that
That's
actually in game?
So that's
or
what
is
I
that
talked
something-
about the other day. That's the beginning of Act 3.
Okay.
I lost my GD mind. It was absolutely phenomenal.
Oh.
I loved it. Loved it. Now, where God of War is still my game of the year, Spider-Man is something special. It really is. And there's something... All right, so God of War, where they had the Leviathan axe, it's still probably the most satisfying game mechanic there is.
Yeah.
Just, you're throwing it and then calling it back. But swinging through New York...
Bro.
I was
It's
just gonna
it's
bring that-
so
Oh my
well
God.
done.
Oh man.
And as you're going, like you were talking about, Tori, where you can just automatically stop a car from driving off after it robbed a bank, or they have bombs here, or it's just they're robbing a bank, or you actually stopping the people before they get in the car
you
or
have
whatever.
So much influence.
There's so-
it's
oh, it's-
insane.
And then all the different like side picture things, because there's also landmarks where you find. Have you got to the landmark
Yeah, I
portion
got
or whatever?
landmarks, yeah.
There's so many things in it to find. Like they showed it in preview events that Sanctum Sanctorum
Yes.
is in
Yes!
It is
but
there.
there's different stuff from the Defenders.
Although it's not on Bleecker Street, which I was like,
Yeah.
okay, because I was like, let me look at the street sign.
Oh,
I was like,
nope,
okay, not on Bleecker Street.
Well, I didn't realize until today, but the Ghostbusters firehouse is actually in there
Are
as well.
you kidding me right
So
now?
yeah, and it actually has like a ghost spray painted on the side of the building.
Oh my god!
Another cool thing is Lockjaw.
I can't even breathe.
The guy.
Yes, I saw
the
that.
big doll.
Instead
So,
of the
yeah.
Wall Street bullets.
Yeah, so they couldn't use the Wall Street Bull. They weren't allowed to use it.
Oh,
so they put
really?
Lockjaw
That's
as it
amazing.
instead. The big dog or whatever. So I thought that was really cool. There's
And I've seen a
It's-
couple
it's
things
great.
swinging around. The swinging is amazing.
Uh-huh.
By the way. If it was just that, I would still play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that reminds me so much of the one for the original movies that came out.
Oh yeah, the
that I
PS2
played
one.
religiously. Like, I honestly started tearing up when I was playing it because like just it's like that, which was amazing to begin with, but like on crack. Like it is so beautiful. And I just got to a point where like the sun was setting one time and I was swinging around and you've just got like that lens flare and it's just
and it must blind you as you're swinging into
I know,
it.
it's so beautiful.
It's
oh
so
my God.
good.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's almost like playing a game of like once you get it right, it's like playing Tony Hawk.
Yes.
You're just able to just move. Like last night, I think I finally clicked from it last night.
You get enough momentum, you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
I was like, there's things that I've done that I'm like, I would have definitely been dead if I was like.
Did you jump off the Avengers Tower yet?
I've not got no, but I did jump off the Chrysler Building and the Empire
And you
State
kept doing
Building.
your moves to get your XP?
Yes, I got like 20 something XP. Everyone keep doing it. And I was swinging. I went, ooh, and flew.
And it's like it's minuscule amount or whatever, but like if you like almost have like to the next level, like after you're done a mission or whatever, just swing through and do a couple of special moves, and there's your next level. Yeah,
I need to stop and like explore more because I've seen like they have Rand Industries, which Iron Fist.
but I'm hearing season 2 is actually really good. Have you watched it?
No.
Oh no, I've
I've
talked to 3 different people, and they said that season 2 is actually really good.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
maybe. But there's that, Oscorp. There's like so many different.
The Wakanda Embassy.
I've heard, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's one of
I
the.
know Nelson and Murdoch is out there somewhere.
Yeah,
Really?
and that's
Yeah.
not one of the landmarks.
Is
That's
it? It's
just
not?
a side thing or whatever.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah. What's
Hell's
cool-
Kitchen is in there.
There's like hidden things as well. So like if you take a picture, like for instance, of course it's not a spoiler, but you can take a picture of the Statue of Liberty, and it'll give you like one of the hidden bonus picture things or
Really?
whatever. Yeah, and
The
there's
Statue of
like,
Liberty's in it?
yeah, and then there's sometimes you can find like different murals. So like there's one of Rhino, there's one of J. Jonah Jameson, which I'll talk about him in a second.
Oh. You see the
Yeah,
World
it's
Trade
like-
Center?
it's
Is the
like
World- is the
hidden.
World Trade Center or one of
The-
them? It's there.
It's a
but-
variation of it.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it's not the version that they. I think originally they had the original version or the original planned version of it, but then they changed it around to be this version that I guess they're doing. What I can't remember what the building is called now.
Yeah, I forgot.
Freedom Building or free. I
Yeah,
can't remember. I can't
something.
remember. But yeah, apparently that's in there too. I haven't noticed it yet. J. Jonah Jameson,
this way.
the podcast that he does
Bro.
are
Brilliant.
amazing.
Brilliant.
It's funny because I almost thought it was J.K. Simmons at first. I was really close.
Yeah,
I
the
really
guy
thought
who
it
does the
was.
voice is very good.
Yeah, he is J. Jonah. I love it. It's like one of my favorite things about the game. Like I'll be swinging through just so I can get to another podcast of J. Jonah Jameson.
You're still not done with this podcast.
Oh no,
As
he
far as you
continues to talk about stuff that's happening as you're going through the
Oh,
storyline.
wow.
Yeah,
That's
like
awesome.
he'll talk about Spider-Man stopped a like at one point you're trying to open up like air vents or whatever. I saw Spider-Man messing with air vents, and I think he's the one who caused it, just so he could say that he's the one who saved us and whatever. So yeah, there's so many different things that you do throughout the game that it corresponds to what he's talking about in the
That's
podcast.
so lit. That's so cool.
So yeah, I was gonna try and beat it last night, but I was exhausted. So I was gonna try, hopefully beat it soon.
So how many hours would you say you're in?
Dude, I've been playing nonstop. Like it's for me, it's more than 20 hours.
More than 20 hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
like so when I got it Thursday night, I think I played Thursday right after midnight, right after the Eagles game ended. I played till like 3 or 3:30 or whatever. I played almost all day Saturday, almost all day Sunday. Yeah.
Non-stop, baby.
Yeah. On Friday I played too, because Frank was working, so I played all day
yeah,
Friday
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's I've been playing nonstop, and I feel, but I've been doing like every single side mission.
Yeah.
Like anytime that there's something up, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go do that.
Mhm.
That's why I'm already almost a level 48 or whatever the hell it is.
Right.
So good.
Cool.
So if you have a PS4, definitely go get it.
I think
And if you don't have it, go get a PS4.
I agree. I think it is. I think
It's an
someone asked
incredible
me.
game.
Bo. Yeah,
Bo.
yeah, my
Yeah.
friend
Bo
Bo.
asked. He was like, "Is it worth buying a PS4?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Matter of fact, there's some
about
special
what I'm saying.
editions available. I think Best Buy or GameStop put them up, saying that
Yeah,
they
I'm
have
sure
them
they have a bundle
available.
or something,
They
right?
look beautiful. It's the red PS4 with the white spider symbol. I love it.
Yeah,
It looks
I
great.
almost want to buy that.
I hate the
Ouch.
controller, but
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the controller either, but yeah, it looks
listen,
great.
it's nice.
Looks great.
Like if I didn't get the God of War one out of necessity, I would have definitely gotten this
Yeah.
one.
Really quick, number 7, Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition. It's coming to all consoles. Only costs $18 right now. So it's coming to PS4, Xbox, and then soon to be announced officially for the Switch. That'll be
Word.
coming there soon as well.
And if you haven't played Final Fantasy 15, this is the exact. It's a replica.
Yeah, exact game.
Just
Just
with
with-
chibi.
Yeah.
They're little chibi characters.
Yeah, yeah,
And
really-
The game minus the last act. Phenomenal game. You can stop it after the second act. Legit. I'm not kidding.
It was a great game.
I absolutely
loved it. Really, really good. And number 8, really quick. They announced this yesterday, right before WWE Raw went on the air. Renee Young is now the official full-time Raw announce team. She's on there, and Jonathan Coachman, poor coach, he got kicked over to the kickoff show for pay-per-views.
They hate him that much.
I mean, he really wasn't good since he came back. He was not good. I don't really think he was really that good to begin with on the announce team. Even what was he doing? SmackDown before, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day, back before he went to ESPN. But Renee Young, she's amazing. She knows the product. She really pushes, the girls when they're, doing their matches or whatever. And I'm really excited for her being on there.
And she's a fan, so that's
exactly.
The thing. So, good for her. Let's hope Corey continues to not bully the third person, but make fun of him.
Yeah, make fun. Yeah, do the whole Bobby Heenan thing.
The whole Bobby Heenan thing. I hope they don't do the whole, because she's a girl.
No. Equal rights.
Yeah, equal rights. Once you're in, you're in.
Yeah, we make fun of Tori. Yeah. Come on, Terry. What are you doing? That's it for my news. Let's go ahead and get into that get hypeness.
Oh, man. I need to get good at this, man.
You have the format right in front of you.
I know, but you always do it, and then I was like, oh, use your news.
But you should be ready because I do it to you.
I hate you so much.
Should always be ready.
I hate you so much. All right. This is an artist called Bureaucratic. Yeah. If I could try it, it's a really good song. I like it a lot. So
did they say we could use her music or his music?
It's usually with Chill Hop. Luckily, with these guys, they say it's royalty. They're royalty free, so you're able to use it without getting in trouble. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Great record label, by the way. I'm gonna go back to Spider-Man. We forgot to talk about that Easter egg.
Oh, I actually have. I don't know if you saw the latest today.
I forgot
it's the latest.
No, there's an update.
Spoken to her.
All right. So first off, what's the beginning
it looks like
of it?
The guy is
Let's
not great.
Give the premise of everything.
Okay, so do you want to do it?
No, go ahead.
Okay,
please.
so there was a guy who wanted to propose to his girlfriend. Asked Insomniac, right? Am I saying?
Yeah, Insomniac.
I almost said Amnesia, and I was like, that's not right. Games. He asked them, hey, can you put like an Easter egg in there so that I can propose to my girlfriend? So they put it. It looks like a movie marquee, and it says, "Maddie, will you marry me?" Which is like the coolest thing ever. And I'm like dying because I'm like, why can't this happen to me?
Why can't my name be Maddie?
Anyway, just kidding. But so basically, the guy came out and said after the whole thing went down and the game released that his girlfriend left him for his brother. Which is like super awkward. However, I read an article just this afternoon about someone, because the one person said, the one thing I don't like, which I kind of agree with, was nobody talked to this girl. Like, nobody talked to the girl to hear, like, her side of the story. So according to her...
What? Tea is about to be spilled.
Yeah. According to her, they were together for, like, 5+ years.
Yeah.
Everything was great. She started to realize she was unhappy. She felt like she was kind of, like, the mom taking care of him almost. Like, he had a lot of, like, temper tantrum issues. And,
so
like,
his video, I could totally see that because he looks like a slob.
The video, but
yeah.
Okay, it makes sense. It adds up. But
he looks like some young kid that, like, doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, so basically, she told him, hey, like, I'm giving you a month. I need you to change my mind. But, like, I honestly think that we need to end things. So he didn't change her mind. He didn't really do anything to change her mind. So she broke up with him. So
good for you, girl.
He had asked his,
go, girl.
Exactly. Maddie. Yeah. She's also a personal trainer. How cool is that?
She really?
Yeah. So I'm sure.
You doofus. You dweeb. Thanks, Colton.
So, I guess he asked his brother to, like, check in on her or something for him.
No.
And so, like, they didn't end up together. She said, we have never dated. It's never been However, we are good friends now. We've become good friends through this experience, but we are not, okay.
For those who are not watching the video version, I'm totally winking, not with my left eye.
But bottom line is, this guy totally lied on this girl just to make himself look like not an idiot.
Man, what What a
What a
doofus.
dweeb.
Colt and I think you should go date Maddie.
No, I said, Colt, you
man.
should go steal his lunch money.
I should go steal as much money and then take
Munch
his girl.
money? You said munch money.
As much
Lunch
money.
money.
That's what it is. It's much money and then take his girl. He deserves
What
it.
a
But yeah,
doofus.
so I just read that.
So yeah,
I thought that was super
watch
interesting.
his video talking about it, and it's him in like a disheveled bed, and he's in like
Well, I had
a
seen the
shirt
screen
that's like
cap, and I was
pulled
kinda
off.
like,
I'm like,
oh.
yeah, like yeah. He looks like he's like in some college dorm, like not,
Oh,
but it's
no.
obviously his house or his room or whatever.
Or his parents' house.
Oh. Yeah, don't be like 40 years old living at your parents' house. What are you doing?
Man.
Come on, what are you
Come
doing?
on, let's go. Come on. Ah, jeez. All right. Yeah. So I get hype news minus that Easter egg.
Yeah,
So we got.
I
Netflix.
forgot. I totally forgot it. So thank you for being observant.
Cool. New month, which means new Netflix things.
Yay!
In case you guys didn't know,
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Oh yes,
I've already watched it like
several
12 more times.
times.
Even though I have it on digital and 4K.
I do the same thing with Rogue One for whatever reason. For whatever reason, like I definitely own Rogue One because it's like my
Yeah,
favorite movie all
yeah.
time at this point. But like it being on Netflix feels more convenient. I don't know.
I just like when I'm going to bed, I just turn it on. I'm like, oh, Wakanda forever.
I did the same thing. Walking Dead season 8. I
Yeah.
can't believe it's still on. Iron Fist
Yes.
season 2. Is that already out yet?
Yeah, they came out last Friday.
Which one? I'm sorry.
Iron Fist.
season 2.
Yeah, and The Good Place season 2 is up, by the way. It like
Still never
I
watched
didn't
this.
know. You have to watch
Everyone
it.
says it's brilliant.
It's
Yeah.
phenomenal. Please watch
Rocka
it.
loves
so
it.
good.
What else? Some movies. Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Really?
Yes,
That's one of my
I'm
favorites
so
ever.
stoked for this,
Oh my
yeah.
God. I mean,
And-
again, I own it, but I'll probably watch it more on Netflix. So it's fine.
I haven't watched it in forever.
Oh, it's great. I love it, man. Great movie. And finally, the most underrated Disney movie of all time.
Wait, cartoon or
Cartoon.
Ugh.
What do you think it is?
A Goofy movie?
Hold on,
No.
hold on,
No.
hold on. Underrated.
You can blame Powerline for that.
Sword in the Stone.
The Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen
What?
it. Yeah, we've talked
Bro.
about. I think we talked
Been
about
on
it.
there before. It must
Yeah.
have gone away and come back.
No,
I
way
think
it came
I think
back.
Kronk's New Groove was on there.
Yeah. the
No, I
Kronk
swear that was on
Really?
there. I watched
Okay,
it like
okay.
probably within the last year. I would say I probably went away and came back.
Yeah.
Which it needs to stay on forever. So
one. Dude,
Yeah, I've
Emperor's
never
New
watched
Groove,
it.
You would cry laughing.
You've never
It's
watched
one-
The Emperor's New
no.
Groove? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely. I agree. It's
I-
the most underrated.
It's
Yeah.
David Spade, right?
David Spade, the Tick, Patrick Warburton, and Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt, yeah.
Hilarious. I'm telling you, this movie is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Like, it's that
Yeah, it
funny.
still holds up.
It
Like
still holds up.
Funny as
it
the
withstands
Nun.
the test of time.
It's funny the nun.
That's
We'll get there.
Die Hard 6 was announced. It's going to be called McClane. I hope the son is not in it because he was horrendous.
I didn't even think I watched the last one.
Don't.
I think I have them on Blu-ray because I got them as like a collection
Oh,
for
the
Christmas
5
or
movie
whatever.
credits for
Yeah.
like $20.
Yeah.
Don't watch it. Don't watch that one. It's so bad.
What's your stance on Die Hard 3? Samuel Jackson.
That's the last good good Die Hard movie.
Okay, all right. Because I really
Because
like
2 wasn't that good either. 2 wasn't that great. I
No.
think 2 One, I think I was talking with a friend of mine at work, and he was just saying, I think what made 1 so great was like he wasn't a possible white man. He was just a dude the wrong place, wrong time, just
But
trying
he
to.
became an Impossible White Man movie.
Yeah, it became that, especially near the end primarily, and it just became. And he was just, it was just awesome.
But I have a soft spot for 3 just because of Jeremy Irons.
Oh yeah,
So good.
so good.
Long live the king.
Amazon became
yeah.
the second ever $1 trillion company. $1 trillion.
Congrats.
Give
Can
your
you share?
workers bathroom breaks.
Wait, what?
You've even heard those stories about
No.
how like the people that work in the warehouses, a lot of people have come out and said that like they literally like go in buckets, like they don't actually like walk to the bathroom because of like production and efficiency and all of
Okay,
that.
between the gum story and now
I'm
Amazon
sorry, I'm being
warehouse,
gross
we
this
can have
week, y'all.
Victoria on the
I
show
just
anymore.
thought that was common knowledge.
That's
People have been
some-
talking about poor working conditions with Amazon
Gory
for a
Tory
while.
over here.
Gory Tory here, Scary Terry coming out.
Sorry about it.
A new Kingdom Hearts game was announced for the mobile.
No. That's on there already.
It's on there already?
The Animus or whatever.
Something like that.
Cross,
And
whatever.
then you get, if you beat it or something like that, you get actually a special Keyblade in Kingdom Hearts 3.
yeah, that's available now. I played it for a little bit.
That bad, huh?
It's not bad.
Okay.
But just, yeah.
It's
whatever.
the Metal Gear Solid of RPGs, ladies and gentlemen. Rick and Morty.
You're still going to play it, don't lie.
I am. Of course. Bro.
Especially with that.
Big Hero, with the
Big Hero
Pirates
6?
and Big Hero 6. Did you see this?
I did.
And Big Hero 6, there's a bad Baymax. Because it's the Baymax that you left in the world or whatever.
Bad
Come
Max.
on.
Let's
Yes.
go.
Come on.
Watch that be like an impossible level. Like the ending of Kingdom Hearts 1. I hate that level so much. Rick and Morty won its first Emmy.
Really?
They won
For
outstanding.
Pickle Rick, right?
Yeah, for outstanding. No, they won for the series.
Oh, the whole series.
Yeah, outstanding
But mostly Pickle Rick.
animated program, beating out Bob's Burgers and South Park.
Wow.
Wow.
yeah.
I mean, I liked it. I like it more than both those. So
Really?
Yeah,
I
I
love
do.
Bob's Burgers.
I couldn't get into it.
Really?
Yeah,
I watched
tried.
a couple. It's funny, but I don't.
So I still love South Park though. South Park, it hasn't been as good since like the console wars Game of Thrones
Yeah.
season or whatever, but I still watch
I've
that.
only seen one episode, and that was the Kanye episode.
Oh, the fish sticks.
The fish stick.
Oh, you get to watch. Yeah, if you played World of Warcraft, you have to watch the World of Warcraft episode.
Yeah,
that
it's really good,
was,
too.
Oh, so great, especially at the time. Yes, that's exactly how it was. Also, John Legend became the newest member of the EGOT Club.
What's the EGOT club?
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar,
Yes.
and the Tony.
Tony.
What's
yeah.
he got the Tony for?
Jesus Christ
What,
Superstar.
Je-
man.
I was
Oh,
Jesus
that's
Christ
right.
Superstar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right, I forgot.
That's so cool. I love him. Especially
Yeah.
him and Chrissy Teigen are the best. They're the best.
I'm not a fan of her, but I think she's
Why?
hilarious. I don't know. I just don't like her. I don't know.
She
I'm
just
some-
comes off as really
weird.
pompous, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think
I
she's
can
her.
understand. I think that's part of her humor, though.
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah.
I think so.
Maybe I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. But I think her Twitter account is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, she's good stuff on there.
More Spider-Man news. If you were planning on getting Spider-Man, but you're kind of hesitant on getting in and reading reviews, don't read GameSpot's reviews. Apparently, there's like this huge spoiler in it.
Ugh.
So,
Really?
fair warning. Yeah, don't read
Ew.
GameSpot's review. And then finally, this is, I don't know if you call this depressing. In Florida, who cares because we have Publix.
Cardi B's huge shiner that she got?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Subway is somewhat getting rid of their $5 footlongs.
What?
Yeah.
No more spicy
I heard
BMT
that, but I
or whatever?
also feel like they were never actually $5.
No,
Like,
they
I
were
feel
always.
like-
They always had like there was like
Oh,
4 or
I
5 of
always
them that
got,
were
like,
$5 all the
upcharged.
time.
I don't know.
Yeah, tuna,
The spicy
Black
BMT,
tuna, Black Forest ham, turkey.
or is it maybe spicy Italian? Is that what it was?
I think it was spicy Italian.
Spicy Italian, because that's the one I always got. Was spicy Italian.
Yeah. And so they're giving the option of their franchisees the choice if they want to start selling them or sell alternatives to the $5 footlong.
How dare you?
Get a pub sub.
Yeah, get a
It's
pub, yeah,
better
yeah.
anyway.
I haven't had a pub sub for a while.
Oh man, I want to get one right now. I think I'm gonna get one after this. I'm not even
I
gonna
kind of
lie
want
to you.
Firehouse.
Oh, yeah.
I
Firehouse
haven't
is
had
good.
Firehouse in
Maybe that-
years.
Turkey bacon ranch one or whatever.
Mm.
Oh,
Turkey
oh,
bacon. Firehouse?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're so hungry.
yeah.
This is like the food
Dude,
podcast.
I think we all literally are.
Yeah, I think we should go get dinner afterwards, guys.
That sounds great. Why is my thing still going?
I don't know.
Stop. Golly.
So that's it with your news.
That's it for my Get Hype news.
Let's hit the topic of the show.
Oh, it's that time. The tots are pretty disgusting and rotten, but they've been blessed by the nun.
So continuing our exorcism drive, week 2 of all the spoopiness. The fine folks of The Nun sent us out to Point Orlando.
Thank you.
To check out the movie in 4DX.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you so much, guys.
So of course, thank you for sending us out there. But so going into this movie, we were scared poopless.
I mean,
mean-
I think I literally gave a fair warning to the people around us. I said, guys, I'm definitely afraid.
All right,
right
so
now.
before we get there, so we made a point to get there
Have you
early.
guys- oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Did you guys watch like The Conjuring 2 that she was
Yes.
in?
I watched The Conjuring, but I didn't watch Conjuring
she's
2.
fantastic in The Conjuring 2, so you
And
have
that's
every
what
right
Didi
to
was
be
telling me,
scared.
yeah.
So that's why. Okay, go continue.
No, you're good. And
No,
it's funny because I started to watch The Conjuring. I was telling Didi about this on Saturday. I started to watch The Conjuring with Erin, my middle daughter, and I forgot how scary the beginning is with Annabelle. I totally forgot how ridiculously scary this is. And Erin's like, "Can we turn this off?" I'm like, "Yeah, we'll turn it off."
Oh,
It's
she
not
was
a big deal."
scared,
Yeah, she
too?
was scared.
Okay.
I'm like, I kind of got freaked
Okay,
out, even
you're
though I
like-
watched it
You're
before.
like, oh, you blamed it on Aaron.
No, she was
Honey,
like,
are
yeah,
you
no, I
scared?
don't
We
want to
should
watch
turn
this.
it off.
Yeah, I don't. She's like, I don't want to watch this. I'm like, no, it's okay. We'll watch something else. Anyway, so we made it a point to get there early to go get some beverages to make sure that we were okay, for the movie because
Yeah.
Didi, kept saying that he was scared, but because Banks was even saying how scared he was, but I on low key was pretty scared about seeing this movie. I love scary movies, but there's something about the demon thing that freaks me out. So we got some beverages and then went over to the theater, and there was this couple in front of us. And,
Yeah.
and we were laughing because, like, why did we do this? We don't want to see this stupid movie. We're gonna poop our pants. And the husband in front of us, he's like, man, I don't know how I was in this movie theater either. I don't want to see this movie. So it was like the wife like drug him into it or whatever.
It's so funny.
Oh, it was so funny. The 4DX gimmick, first off,
Oh, let's talk about that.
is so freaking cool. Have
It's
you
really
been in
cool.
there before?
No, I haven't. I remember Brittany talking about like her experience with Infinity War.
Yeah.
I probably only go to like a big thing like Infinity War to see it.
Well,
but-
so we'll get to that in a second. So they give you like a little preview, quote
Yeah.
unquote, of how the 4DX gimmick works. So it's Didi to my right, and we're in. It's like a seat of 4, right? I think that's
Yeah.
how it is.
Yeah.
And then they move you back and forth, and then or back and forth this way and forward, and then left and right. But not only that, but your chair reclines and inclines. Then you have wind turbines up on the top left hand corner, and then like rain effects.
Yeah.
Then there's shooting
Yeah.
scent effects. There's fog. So I didn't notice this in the preview thing, but there's also like when you're laying back, or not laying back, but like sitting back up on the chair the correct way, there's almost like little like feelers,
Yeah.
like moving up on your shoulders or whatever. So of course that worked well for the nun. There was like the little tickler thing,
Yep.
like they
Underneath
do,
your-
on your seat.
like bug,
and-
a bug.
yeah.
It's have to be a bug.
Oh, no, not like that. So like the spider gimmick, like like Shrek 4D, like if a spider's coming and it's like tickling your ankles.
Yeah, I thought they had that. Have to be bugs.
Do they have that too?
thought they did.
Maybe
I
the
don't
spider
know.
thing there or whatever.
I don't
And then they have like air cannons like by your ears as well.
Oh my god.
So we were like, oh my god.
invasive.
Like it made us even more scared for the nun. Like this
Yeah.
thing is going to scare us so bad. So the movie starts.
Movie starts.
How does it start there? It's with the 2 nuns or whatever.
The 2
So
nuns.
We won't get like heavy into spoilers, but
Yeah.
maybe we will. How should we preface this?
I mean, it's not really a spoiler movie.
Yeah.
I mean, so
I mean, because this is set before the events of The Conjuring, so obviously she doesn't like go away forever, right?
right.
well.
Well,
know what? All right, all right.
that's
You know what?
interesting. That's
Spoilers. We're gonna have spoilers here. If you don't want to listen to a spoil the nun,
I would
don't
say-
listen to the rest of the show
Yeah, I would say don't listen to
because
the
it's basically
show.
going to be a lot of us talking about the nun.
But then again, I'm just gonna throw this out there.
It's not
really
the
a
story is
major-
not great.
The
But-
story's terrible.
We will talk about Crazy Rich Asians, so go see that if you're gonna turn this off. 'cause Crazy Rich Asians is
Hopefully you don't turn this
awesome.
off. But of course we will talk about spoilers. It's like I said, it's not a really heavily story driven movie at all.
And-
it's all about the jump scares, and there's barely any.
And it's not really connected to the Conjuring series. If you're concerned about that at all, like it
Yeah.
really isn't.
Other than
Well,
the
it's
very
supposed to be like
end.
more of an origin story, right?
Which very end, I don't think we'll be talking about.
Yeah.
It's-
So the beginning, it starts with like there's these 2 nuns and they're running away from this evil entity or whatever, and she has a key, but you don't know what the key is for. One nun gets drugged into this room and tells the other one, "Oh, you have to, get away. You're the last one that survived," or whatever. The younger nun hangs herself.
yeah.
Oh God. Frenchie.
Frenchie. He's French Canadian.
Like immediately?
Yeah,
She hangs
immediately.
herself?
She immediately hangs herself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Come to find out that this character, I'll get to the other part. So Frenchie is this guy that delivers food for the convent, right? And he finds the nun that she hanged herself, whatever you call it, and he reports it to the Vatican. The Vatican's like, hey, Mr. Priest guy, you're gonna get sent out to this abbey, with
yeah.
such and such a nun, even though she hasn't taken her vows or anything yet. Go out there and go check this out. Come to find out, they check out this place, whatever. The demon was back from the Crusades.
Oh yeah, something like from the Crusade. Like I'll be honest with you, the first 20 minutes, I almost fell asleep, so I don't really get the first 20 minutes because it was
weird. Like
it was weird.
They found out spooky stuff happens. Priest ends up getting like buried alive somehow or another. They introduced this character that he tried giving an exorcism to, but there was no point to actually introducing this kid character. A snake comes out of his mouth. It's really dumb. It's really dumb.
Like
What a bummer.
it was like the movie really turned from like a demon movie to a ghost story to
a religious movie.
to a religious movie, especially that ending.
Well, so we'll get.
Just tell us. She's
so-
giving us spoilers.
So, you kind of find
I
out
just
that
wanna know.
this demon is like from the Crusades. Like somehow or another, there was this human that wanted to battle against the Crusaders. So he opens up this portal to hell, and this demon comes out. As he's doing it, the Crusaders come in and somehow or another have a vial of Jesus' blood. Why or how?
Legit.
I have no clue. It
Wow, this went like Da Vinci Code.
Yeah,
This went like,
it's funny because somebody at work said the exact same thing.
like you seen that meme with like the car where it's like taking a hard left off the highway?
Yeah, yeah. They use this vial blood to close the seal and put the demon back in the hole or whatever, right? Well, guess what, guys? It's 1942, and the war to end all wars is happening, and they drop bombs on the Abbey that somehow hits the exact spot and opens up the hole to this demon, and he comes back out, or she comes back out, whatever it is. And
Valak.
the priest and the nun figure out what's going on. Everybody at the convent is dead. There's stupid one-liners. Frenchie is there for comedic purposes, but is not funny whatsoever.
Oh man.
There were so many dumb, stupid, like, why are you doing this? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Why would you all three separate because you hear a voice?
Yeah.
It was doing all the stereotypical horror tropes, right? So at the end of it, it's the nun, or it's the younger nun trying to battle the demon nun, right? And she realizes that she has to find this vial of Jesus' blood in order to send her back to hell, and that's what the key opens
Sounds
up.
easy enough.
And the crazy thing, it looks like a holy grenade or whatever from Castlevania.
Yeah, it
That's what we
literally
kept making
does.
fun of it.
Legit. It's like this holy grenade with the blood of Jesus in it, and you're just oh man.
What should you just like throw it at her?
That's
So the bad nun gets to
About
the young
that.
nun and starts like drowning her in this like pool of water or whatever. And the young nun has the vial of blood, and all of a sudden it comes off of her cape or whatever the heck she's wearing, and the nun's trying to kill her, and the girl gets back out of the water, and all of a sudden goes like spits the blood somehow from her mouth onto the bad nun, and then the nun gets sucked back down to hell.
But yeah, she's still able to like live
This girl
during the
drank
Conjuring.
the blood of Jesus.
It was so
Legit.
bad.
Wow.
Like it was.
Yeah, like it, and another thing, there was no scary parts.
The only
scary part was in the trailer.
I was afraid that would happen.
There were a couple parts where Didi did jump and he did grab onto me. I'm like, why are you grabbing
that's probably
me? I don't
also
understand.
mainly because you have like the little air cannon hitting your ear or whatever. when
And
it
yes,
happened,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So it's just.
Yeah, there's like this one. Yeah, there was a couple parts where I jumped and stuff like that, but it was just like, like that movie. It was like going from like one end to like say if you're looking at a map and you're trying to go from what point A to point B, you're going to C D E F G H I J K.
There were so many. Yeah, there were so many things that just didn't make sense. Like
it was just.
It's
Oh
so
man.
sad. Yeah, I have people that I work with that were like it was like everyone I've talked to was like it wasn't
and it's such a shame because like it became like, so number one, it was 53 million.
How?
Number one, it's the most money any Conjuring movie has ever made.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
Well, but also the people didn't know what they were in for.
Yeah,
and they
exactly.
just went-
So going off the
The
trailers-
Conjuring movies, I stand by it. I think they're some of the best
Right.
modern horror movies.
Yeah,
that
I
I've ever
agree.
made.
Because
Oh,
they're
They're
not super
incredible.
bloody. It's
They're
just the
awesome.
spookiness of it. Yeah.
And they're just good. They're not
Yeah.
hokey
Yeah.
or anything like
Yeah.
that. They're just good. And they're
Great.
based on like real people and real facts, which is cool.
Yeah.
But man, that sucks. But I was honestly, I mean, that makes sense. This is the movie I was most excited for because she stole the show in The Conjuring 2.
Yes, she
was
did.
amazing. So it's such a bummer.
Yeah, it was.
I was so upset.
Yeah,
Like-
it was so weird.
I can't believe how bad it was.
I think this whole thing, like the whole stupidity of the priest and the younger nun, and then their friend Frenchie or whatever, just what they were doing. It didn't make any sense to me. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be totally fine, just doing exactly what I'm doing now. Oh yeah, I see someone go into the confessional. Oh, I'm just gonna go in there and see what. No, why?
Yeah.
No. I'm a priest. Go exercising the demons or
Yeah.
something. Just I don't know. We have this nun that apparently is the lead nun of the convent or whatever. But guess what, folks? She doesn't look like a nun. She just looks like she has a black tarp over her, and she's speaking to you all spooky. Oh yeah, everything's fine. Thanks, sister. Thanks for inviting us into your convent. What? This makes no sense whatsoever. Like, why would a logical human being do this?
And then apparently everyone was dead the whole time. At the end, when they were like, "Oh, you have to keep praying
Oh, it was
Wait, who
really.
was dead the whole time?
All these other
all the
nuns.
others
The
nuns.
younger nuns saw a bunch of other nuns, and we kept waiting for Whoopi Goldberg to come out and start
Oh
helping.
my god!
Um,
So funny story about that actually. So like last year for my birthday, I really wanted to see it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm lucky in that for my birthday, there's
Great
normally
movie,
really
by the
good
way.
horror movies out or whatever. So last year I made Justin go to that, and he was not super happy about it, but he ended up loving it. He doesn't really like scary things that much. So this year I was like, we're gonna go see The Nun, and he was like, no, like I don't want to. And I was like, but it's like a spin-off with Whoopi Goldberg. Like it's so good. He's like, you're lying
I will
to
follow
me.
him, follow him wherever he may go.
Whatever happened to Kathy and Jimmy or whatever her name is?
Kathy Najimy, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Who's that?
The one from Hocus Pocus and Sister Act.
She's from Scream Team as well.
Really?
Does
She's
anyone
from Hocus
remember
Pocus?
Scream Team?
Yeah, that was Mary.
Really?
Yeah.
Does anyone remember Scream Team?
No,
It was
I
a
don't know
Disney.
what that is.
It was a Disney Channel original movie.
Yeah, I don't
No.
know. Yeah.
She was in that.
But yeah, I can't recommend The Nun.
No,
I'm sorry.
don't do
Thank
it.
you for
Trust me.
inviting us out there, whatnot, but no.
I mean, they just
Well, at
ruined
least y'all
such
didn't
great
get scared.
potential.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
They ruined such great potential.
like we were laughing more than anything. It was just like
yeah, because and just face palming because they just did not make any sense whatsoever. That movie was just not good, not scary,
and it actually does
like
lead
Banks
into,
would even could watch it.
Yeah,
and
Banks
be
could
okay.
watch this, no problem. Yeah, they actually do lead into the original Conjuring. So remember the part where they're talking
Nice.
into the front or to like a crowd of kids, so they're college,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing
So
that.
and they're talking about like, hey, this French guy was possessed,
Yeah.
and it's them like showing the
With
video.
the Frenchie.
That's Frenchie. Yeah. They changed like the actual video to actually become him or whatever, but it's this actor now.
Yeah.
So that's how they tie it back to
That's
the Conjuring.
pretty neat.
whatever.
I like that.
Well, it was weird too because the younger nun I thought was actually going to become the lady from the Conjuring.
That's what I thought too.
Because
They made
she-
it seem like that.
The one that's the psychic.
Oh yeah.
Because in the movie,
Elizabeth Warren, yeah.
in the
Elizabeth
nun,
Warren?
what?
I don't know if I remember her first name. It's
Whatever.
The Warrens,
Yeah.
The Warrens,
So
yeah.
in the nun, the younger nun, Eileen, whatever her name is, she is psychic. And she looks like a younger version of that actress from The
Yeah.
Conjuring. So I'm like, oh wow, this is based in the 50s. The Conjuring is what, the 80s?
Yeah, like
yeah,
80s,
they could totally make this lady. That kind of makes sense or whatever. And, oh no, it's not her. I'm like, oh no, never
the
mind.
Warrens are real people, and I think they try to be as true to that as possible.
But yeah, it was.
So.
Yeah, wasn't. Yeah, no. 40X though.
Great.
We already said that, like, once the next Fast and Furious movie
Let's
comes
go,
out,
baby.
Hobbs.
Of course.
Well, because that's what would make sense, to go
Yeah,
see
something
in
like
this thing
that.
or whatever.
I agree. It would have to be something that's like actiony or scary or something.
Like,
Something
yeah.
that would have something
Yeah.
that you could actually
Yeah,
use.
something huge, like that or whatever. That's going to be moving you around, juking and jiving, whether it be in a Marvel movie or whatever. Halloween, we saw the new trailer for that.
Oh man,
So excited.
I'm
about that.
very, very,
Oh,
very,
God.
very excited for
It
Halloween.
looks so good.
This
If
is
you- if
what
you're not
this
for
is.
this-
Is it this weekend or next weekend?
next weekend.
Next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, because did I put the movies on here? No, I didn't put the movies on here. I'll have to look at it.
Yeah, I think it's next weekend.
So yeah, we saw the trailer for that. But the other one that we're really looking forward to, we saw the trailer. The newest trailer for that is the El Royale thing.
The bad things at the not Korea Royale at El Royale, where it's like Jeff Daniels is a nun, or
A priest.
not, a priest.
A nun.
We have India Thor in it.
John Hamm.
I feel
Man.
Like, I feel like what is this about? I
So
feel
it's like this hotel that almost looks like, I don't know. This
What, the
hotel,
one
it's
part
like
of
on
it
the
is
border of
Nevada,
California,
and- yeah.
California, or Nevada and Oregon,
yeah,
and it's just it seems like
Bad
crazy.
Times at the El Royale. Chris Hemsworth, Dakota Johnson, John Hamm comes out October 5th.
If you,
Oh, it's the same day as Venom.
Same day as Venom.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm
I
probably
keep
gonna
forget-
watch
I feel like they haven't done much for Venom at all. I keep forgetting that.
So
that's
we
coming
saw the
out.
newest trailer for that as well.
It's my first time watching the trailer.
Looks cool, right?
It looks
looks
pretty
okay.
neat. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
It looks pretty
Yeah.
neat. I think Tom Hardy sounds like a turd, but he does
Very
not.
weird.
He does not sound.
I still want to.
He's
Oh, hello.
He's a great actor.
I'm Venom.
I
Listen,
like
I
him.
love me some Tom Hardy. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, but he does not sound right at all. Like they should just had him just keep his accent. I mean,
Yeah, something. Yeah.
ugh.
But yeah, The Nun. I wouldn't recommend it.
I would-
It would make. You know what's really weird? It would make for a great Halloween Horror Night House.
Oh,
That's
I'll
what
give
I
it
was
that.
hoping
Yes.
something like that would. I've been hoping for a while, and I don't know if it's just because I don't really attempt to know. I don't remember who makes the Conjuring movies or anything.
James Wan.
But I mean, like company wise.
Oh, okay,
But
sorry.
Yeah, because it wasn't James Wan that made The
For
Nun.
years for them to do a Conjuring house, because I mean, like they did Insidious and stuff, which Insidious is, I think it's okay, it's decent, but I think The Conjuring is so much better. Like they could do amazing
Who owns the rights to that? Who is that?
Conjuring or
Conjuring.
I don't
franchise.
know.
I can't remember who it was.
I think it's James Wan's company. If he has his own,
that would be terrifying.
He's the one in charge of the whole thing.
Because the thing about The Nun, the set design was really cool. Like, there's some, like, especially in that hallway scene that you see in the trailer. There's a bunch of stuff in that area or in the scenes that, like, oh, the set design's really cool, but it just fell flat.
Like if it was a House of Horror Nights, I know I definitely probably won't go in. I'd be deathly afraid. Like legitimately.
I'm gonna do that VR. I'm gonna do that.
What then? What are we talking about?
The thing that
VR. The Mad VR thing. Or
yeah, it's like a website.
So that's it for our topic of the show about The Nun. Let's go ahead and get into the new releases.
It's that time once again. The new releases. Is there a lot of stuff out?
There's a couple things coming out this week. So big movie wise is going to be The Predator.
Oh, that's coming out this week?
But
it's next week.
It's got a lot of shenanigans going on right now.
Yeah.
So really quick.
You know.
Real quick, yeah. So basically, what happened is the director hired someone who's his really good friend or whatever who he's a sexual predator. He's on the sexual offender list. And didn't tell anyone this. Olivia Munn had a scene with him.
Yeah.
But also there's from the commercials and everything that I've seen, like there's a child on this set. There's a child in this movie.
What?
Yeah. So Olivia Munn obviously very upset. Asked I'm sure a million times before they actually did it that they take this scene with him out. He was in like one scene and that was it. So they took it out, right?
Wait, was it like an intimate scene?
No.
Oh,
it was just like he was just like in passing or whatever.
Still, you don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't really want to be around those kind of people.
Oh, like hey, that's the child offender.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So basically now what's happening is like all of her co-stars have like ditched her, and she's basically she's doing. Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen.
Somebody came to her defense last night. The guy from what's the NBC Family show? He was also in Black Panther. He was the uncle.
Oh, the This Is Us guy.
Yeah, This Is Us.
Yes,
He came to her defense last night.
Good. I really like him.
Yeah.
Cool. But so she's essentially been doing most of the press on her own because they don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so it's just one of those things where it's like it's kind of unfair for people to be mad at her at all because you don't want to have to work with these kind of people. Like obviously, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. And it's just the fact that there was a child on the set, like it's just very messed up. But so I understand a lot of people are saying that they're going to boycott it, but I think I'm still going to go see it. I'm a little less excited about it, to be honest.
I mean,
I want to support her. If you don't go see the movie, then you're also taking money from her. Yeah. And that's not fair.
And like, the crew, they don't have a voice.
Exactly.
But the crew still worked on these people,
Yep.
I mean, come on. It's The Predator. Come on.
I'm going to see
Can we do it really quick? Come on, let's do it. And then a couple other smaller movies. But I saw the trailer for this. This looks kind of interesting. A Simple Favor. This is one with Anna Kendrick,
awesome.
Blake
I don't
Lively.
know what it's about, but it looks awesome.
Yeah, like there's some kind of shenanigans going on with Blake Lively's character, and Anna Kendrick is trying to figure out what's going on. It's kind of like a thriller type movie.
Okay.
It doesn't have great reviews on Metascore, but what's the other one that comes out?
Blake Lively, she's so great.
So it's not getting good reviews either. But I want to see this movie. It's called Final Score. It could be a Impossible White Man movie with Dave Bautista. So he's going to a West Ham match. And someone has taken his daughter hostage.
Yeah!
And he's trying to like get her free in order to... Or I think it's like in order to get her free, he has to get somebody... I don't know. Pierce Brosnan's in it too or whatever. But come on. It's like... what was the Nick Cage movie? Like the Overtime. It was like a hockey movie, right?
Overtime?
No,
I've never heard of this.
There was some other movie. I'm pretty sure it's Nick Cage, where it's like a hockey game, and there's some other type of hostage situation, and it's the same type of deal, but it's Dave Bautista at a West Ham game.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I thought you were gonna go with Wesley Snipes and Robert De Niro in The Fan.
Oh, The Fan! I forgot about that movie. That was good. That was really good. But yeah, I'm really hoping this is gonna be in a bunch of theaters because I want to check it out. There's something else coming up with Matt Smith called Patient Zero. Looks like some zombie.
That definitely sounds like a zombie movie.
Yeah. But that's it for this week. Yeah. Game-wise, you got Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Comes out, actually, well, today, if you're listening to us on Wednesday,
Is
of
it
course.
today?
It's Wednesday.
Oh, I
Comes
thought
out
it was
Wednesday.
okay.
And Xenoblade Chronicles, that's coming out on Switch. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I'm sorry.
Yes.
And then the Labo vehicle kit. So that's the cardboard thing, and you'll be able to drive your Mario Kart. I just...
What was that?
It's not for me, but I know...
$149. That was going to charge for a
I'm
piece
sure
of
it's probably
cardboard.
like $80 or whatever. Yeah, if you're into that, you're into it. Let's see. So we got some questions here. You hit that music for me.
I hit the wrong thing. Man, I'm not on it today, man. I'm not on
Is
it.
he ever?
Listen here, you dork. Didi's always on it.
Alden's here.
So Miss Brittany Tuttle, piggies up, everybody.
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit earlier, but she says, "Have you finished Spider-Man yet? Will we get a game review spoiler cast since it's officially the fastest selling Marvel game ever?" Fastest selling game of the year, and so in the UK it is the best selling game of the year.
Really?
And it is officially the fastest selling Marvel game ever.
Which, yeah.
I
Does
don't
it
really
really
think
so?
there's a lot of stuff to go against that. Really,
I mean, probably just like the previous
maybe stuff like
movie-related
that.
games, but
Maybe more Ultimate Alliance, maybe.
Oh yeah, ooh, boy, if they brought Ultimate Alliance back.
But yeah, maybe once we finish, I'll finish it. We can come in and do a spoiler cast for it and
That'd
go
be
through the whole
awesome.
story or whatever.
Yeah.
Is the story worth it for a spoiler?
I'm really enjoying
I
it.
heard. I don't think it's a big spoiler. There's something as crazy as Modern Warfare 2, the first scene of Modern Warfare 2.
No.
Remember Modern Warfare 2 with the
I
Russians?
know
remember
what you're
that,
talking
yeah.
about,
I heard
but
there's
we'll
a-
talk
there's
about
a-
what you think that scene is afterwards.
I haven't gotten there yet, but I heard listening
I
to
don't think
kind
so.
of funny.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Yeah, so
yeah,
there's something as wild as that.
I think
yeah.
I also
Yeah, there is something.
know what you were referring to.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe once we all finish it, we'll
So
have
I
a little
watched my
thing.
brother play it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Connor Webber also on
Hey.
the same tweet earlier. He said,
wow.
"Yeah, the Nun was awful." Yeah,
He's right.
Very
it's
sad.
such a
What
shame.
What a
Such
tragedy,
shame.
man.
Dude, I'm telling you, so the potential is just so there, and they dropped the ball.
We kept like eye rolling to each other throughout the whole entire
Yeah,
movie.
sucks.
It was really bad.
almost like skyscraper levels of.
So Trinity actually asked me, she says, "So what was worse, Skyscraper or the Nun?" And I'm like, "The Nun."
Wow.
Like, Skyscraper was
That
so
is
entertaining.
The saddest thing I've ever heard.
But yeah, again, like skyscraper was very entertaining. This movie, Buzz, your girlfriend, wolf.
Mac Clark, the Mac Machine on Twitter says, "Now
Hey.
that summer has concluded, what was your favorite summer movie of the year?"
I'd probably say Ant-Man. Ant-Man 2. I loved Ant-Man
loved
2.
Ant-Man
I would
I'm trying to
agree
think
with
what
that.
other
Yep.
big movies came out.
Honestly, can't think. I
I
mean,
can't think either.
I really love Crazy Rich Asians. I'm not even lying.
It was that good?
That was amazing. Yeah,
Really?
it's such a good
So
movie.
is it really like a rom-com?
Yeah, it's like a rom-com, but it's really good. And I like the costumes and the set design and everything, absolutely beautiful. You see some amazing views.
Really?
Like
Oh.
the scenery shots are gorgeous.
So I'll run some of the other movies that I don't know if you want to consider Avengers a summer movie. It was
Nah.
May, right?
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
like
I
Kind
don't
of,
know if
sort of. Ocean's 8, Mission Impossible Fallout, Deadpool 2, Jurassic
Deadpool
World,
2 was great.
Jurassic World,
Jurassic
The Fallen
World.
Kingdom.
Ugh.
What were some of the other ones?
Oh, Tag was great.
Tag was yeah.
Tag was great.
that was really
Like,
fun.
I'm waiting for that to come out. I'm
Underrated.
gonna get that.
Actually, it's out now, dude.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think it just
gotta
came
get
out.
I love Tag.
Tag was really fun. It surprised me. It really did.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything else. I know a lot of these are like coming soon or whatever. Oh, Ready Player One was actually pretty good. I don't know when did this come out. Hold on. Of course, it doesn't say. When did A Quiet Place come out?
I want to say it was earlier in the year.
Yeah, that was
Was
way
it earlier?
earlier in the year.
Okay.
That was
okay.
not summer.
All right.
I think it was like spring, but that was a great movie. I haven't seen it. But I feel terrible if you did not watch it in the theater. That was probably
Quiet Place? Oh,
yeah, probably
just
one of the
hearing
best,
everybody
if not
freak
the
out.
best movie theater experiences I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
legit.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really cool.
like it was so funny when you see people. This girl next to me was trying to eat her potato chips. And
That happened to me. We ordered. I didn't think about it. We ordered like we were at the dine-in theater and we had the loaded nachos or whatever.
God.
And there was a one point where like it's super quiet and I'm just like. Like I felt like Drax from Infinity War. Like if I eat it really slowly, nobody
no
will
one will
notice.
and I'm sure people were just turning their head.
This mother.
God, come on, man, get out of here.
Sorry, Colton, don't beat me up. Yeah, that's it for my questions.
That's it for questions.
Anything else you guys want to bring up before we get out of here?
Thanks for listening.
If you're listening, make sure to rate us on, say, iTunes.
iTunes, Stitcher, Podomatic.
Give us that 5 stars. And then give us a comment, too.
Yes. And we'll read them on the show.
Yeah. Tori, where can everybody follow you on the socials?
On Twitter, it's at ToriFet. On Instagram, it's at Boba Fox. And then I have my Blue Sky Beauty video up from last month, which escapes me, to be quite honest.
That wasn't the Meg.
What was it?
It was Jaws.
It was Jaws.
The Meg.
Right. It was Jaws.
I was like, wait, the Meg? What?
The Meg.
It's been a rough month, guys. Yeah, it's Jaws.
I cannot wait to
look. And then my next look, which will be out actually on my birthday,
let's go.
is going to be an Overwatch one. I'm super excited. Yeah.
Let's talk about this.
No, I didn't know about this.
We talked about it last week's show.
We did not talk about this on last week's show.
Which, by the way, if you haven't listened to last week's show, go back and listen to it because it was seriously some of the most fun we ever had on the podcast.
Oh, wow.
Didi screaming throughout the entire time. Me yelling at everybody, "Oh my God, just go do it!" Yeah, it was a lot of fun doing the Dare to Escape room, the asylum. Hopefully, we can go back out there soon and do the Ringmaster and everything.
I do want to do the Ringmaster really bad. Shout out to Dare to Escape though. That was again freaking phenomenal.
Yeah. Sean and Maureen are just great people.
And they're
so
fun
nice.
people, local business.
Yeah, support local people.
Support the locals.
And how dare you having my kids scare the crap out of us.
That wasn't fair.
Didi, what about you? Where can we follow you?
You can find me on all types of social media except Facebook, Blacktimus Prime, BLAKTIMUS Prime.
Follow me.
You better follow him, or I'm gonna haunt your dreams, you dweeb.
Oh, man. I'm your Didi now.
I'm gonna be your nun, your nightmare.
Of course, if you want to follow the show on Twitter, it's going to be at AttractionsEXP. If you want to send us an email, it's going to be expansiondrive@attractionsmagazine.com. Of course, we'd like to thank MEI Travel, Mouse Fan Travel, and Universal Fan Travel who sponsor the show each and every week.
Thank you.
And of course, thank you to Give Kids a World Village for allowing us to record the show here each and every week.
Thank you guys so much.
I think that's going to be it for us, guys. If you guys are going to be at Horror Nights this weekend, make sure to let us know. We'll be there Friday, but of course, we'll be part of the media event, so I don't know how much interaction we'll be able to have with everybody.
Ooh, fancy. Ooh.
And pinkies up for us, because we're really excited. We're really grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah,
it's
man,
going to be a lot of fun.
I really appreciate that. Thanks,
so thanks to Universal. Saturday, I'm not sure if I will be out there. Maybe after birthday shenanigans, I'll maybe go out there. And then Sunday,
I will definitely be there.
We should we both be out there. Tori, you're going to be out there a lot this year as well. You got the Frequent Fear? Yeah. So
you did? Did you get the Plus Friday ones?
Yes, I did.
Too? You did?
I
thought about doing the Plus Friday, and then I remember last year, and I realized I probably went only one Friday.
Yeah, it's I wouldn't be able to do
with
it either.
work, Fridays are probably best for me, so that's
okay.
Yeah, with my job, it's just weird Fridays. I don't know if I ever get scheduled on Fridays, especially with the big blackout date. So I was like, All
right. Well, make sure you guys listen to next week's show. It's going to be live from Halloween Horror Nights. And on that note, from the good brothers and the good sister, Too Sweet.
Get hype! Woo!
Hit that music. Didi. What a fail. Continuing.